from San Angelo Stadium. San Angelo Central High School football is on the air, live and streaming on Concho Sports Network. Tonight's broadcast of Central Bobcat football is presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. The bands are here, the cheerleaders are here, the crowd is here. We're going to have a packed house on the home side. It's going to be rocking and rolling at San Angelo Stadium tonight as your undefeated Bobcats come back home and put their 2-0 record against the undefeated Vandegrift Vipers from Vandegrift High School in the Austin area. It's the Angry Orange versus the Vandegrift Vipers tonight on Concho Sports Network live. The Friday Night Lights are ready to go, and so are we. I'm Darren Prater. Coach Larry Holscher is alongside. Welcome to the broadcast. Tonight's pregame show is presented by Pixelcast Media. So we have two undefeateds tonight. I've been waiting all week to use this cliche. Somebody's O must go. This is going to be a good one, Coach.
It's going to be a great one. You know, you've got two undefeated teams right now in Vandegrift and in Central. We have got an electric crowd tonight that only San Angelo can put on.
Right.
The bands are going, the video's going. Now all that's left to happen is for the kickoff and for us to witness a really, really good football game.
You betcha. We are going to take a quick break. Then we're going to talk about last week with these two teams, how the season has gone for both of them, and then we'll talk about our players to watch and our keys to the game. That's all coming up on the Pixelcast Media pregame show, so stick around. You are watching Central Bobcat football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We're back after this.
Cadet First Lieutenant Bradley Harris, Cadet First Lieutenant Lucien Howell.
Hey football fans, I'm Elizabeth Chavez, and I want to let you know why First Community Federal Credit Union has been voted Best Credit Union for the past 23 years. Our amazing staff is here to welcome you and help you find ways to save money. First Community is the #1 auto lender in the Concho Valley. We offer free checking with amazing benefits you can't beat. First Community also offers a Visa Platinum with extra low rates on purchases for the first 12 months and on balance transfers. So be smart, bank smart with First Community Federal Credit Union.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttex.com.
Established in 1927, Schertz Landscape Companies is well rooted in the Texas soil as the nursery stock we grow and sell. Since the beginning, our knowledgeable landscape professionals have been here to keep your yard thriving, rain or shine. At Schertz, we believe in keeping our nursery stocked with quality products that flourish in the conditions we live in. We call the Concho Valley home, and you can trust us to have the answers for your project, big or small. When quality counts, you can depend on Schertz.
At Concho Bail Bonds, we have an honest, friendly, and professional staff with over 40 years of experience. We understand that if you or a loved one needs our help, you want fast and efficient service that you can trust. That's why at Concho Bail Bonds, we are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, with easy payment plans, and we accept all major credit cards. Y habla español. At Concho Bail Bonds, it is better to know us and not need us than to need us and not know us.
As San Angelo's only locally owned bank, Texas Bank loves West Texas, and we love football. Strong traditions like West Texas football have roots that run deep, much like Texas Bank. For over 57 years, Texas Bank has called San Angelo home while building a reputation as one of the most successful banks in Texas. See what we have to offer, and we think you will agree. While other banks have branches, Texas Bank has roots.
patriotic,
innovative,
dependable,
family values,
faith,
trustworthy,
ethical,
community-minded,
loyalty,
honesty,
diverse,
friendly, committed,
punctual, customer service.
These are
We are back at San Angelo Stadium. You are watching Central Bobcat football, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union, live and streaming on Concho Sports Network. Darren Rader and Larry Holscher. Now let's take a look at what happened last week. Coach Kevin Crane and the Bobcats, they're undefeated, 2-0. To some people's surprise, they defeated Colleen Shoemaker in a dominating fashion despite some mistakes in the opening week. Last week it was a 6.5-hour trip, and there was a lightning delay for an hour and a half, and they let some explosive plays happen from Amarillo, and then Montwood got ahead of them. They made some turnovers, but they made up for it, made some adjustments, and came back in the second half and won the game. And that was a good win because it was an uncomfortable situation to be in, but they pulled it out, especially because of the running game.
Right. You know, you've got two different things that Central was a part of. The first one was a very, very athletic Shoemaker team that in the past has really given the Central a hard time. They passed that test. The next big test every year for Central is, can we travel? Because out here in West Texas, you're going to have to travel.
Yeah.
So to go 6.5 hours, that plays a big toll on your body. When I was coaching here, it's one thing to travel that long. You take a break about 5 hours in. You have a walk through, you stretch your legs, but you get back on the bus. But still, mentally, that's a tough thing to do, to be idle all day long, and then bam, we've got to turn on our minds. They passed that test too. They were a little sluggish, yes. They had some issues, yes. But that can sometimes happen on a trip like that, and that's why you schedule it, and that's what you hope you get out of it, is now they know they can travel.
And we got to see the character of this team. We're starting to see their character develop, and a good job by Coach Crane and the staff as well. We have a pit of Vipers coming in here
we do
tonight,
have a
and
pit
they
of
want
Vipers.
us to feel their venom. Coach Drew Sanders, the reason for the stability, the school opened in 2009 in the Leander area.
Right.
Coach Drew Sanders, he's been there since the program opened, so they have consistency, and they didn't go through a period where they didn't win any games. They're really good, and they come in undefeated as well. Last week they defeated Colleen Ellison 31-14 at home. Strong, athletic, tall, muscular players. They run multiple sets, and they can really confuse you if you let them. They're very well coached in that respect, offensively and defensively.
Absolutely. You know, I talked to Coach Sanders earlier this week, and that was what he was really excited about, was having a 3-possession win over Colleen Ellison, which he said is a very athletic, very good-looking football team. Mm-hmm. So that was a quality win for them. Coming to Central, you know, some people might be going, well, why would you play somebody way out in West Texas? Well, a couple of reasons. The first being the offense and defense that Central runs is very complementary to their district. So it gives them a good chance to be against that style of offense and defense. And two, he likes playing quality, well-disciplined teams. And he was very complimentary of Central in that respect, of always being a very well-coached team, because as a head coach, that's what you want your kids to go against, is well-coached teams, because they're going to expose any weaknesses you might have. And you want to get that done in the first 4 weeks. That way you can build up to district.
And coming here, you're going to play in a hostile environment that you don't see just every team that you play. You know, San Angelo Central fans are rabid. They're going to come out and they're going to be loud and wear orange, so it's a real good test for your football team. As the captains have come out onto the field, the teams are getting ready. Let's talk about players to watch for both teams tonight, Coach.
Well, I think with Vandegrift Vipers, it all starts with Reese Beaucamp. Anytime in the 6A level you got a young man that has both an offense and a defensive position on the program, that tells you this dude can play some football now. So far in 2 games, he's got 7 receptions for 227 yards. Plus, he's carried the ball 7 times for 36 yards and accounted for 4 TDs in the last 2 weeks. The guy can play. Another one that you want to look at tonight, in any offense, it all starts with the big men up front, the goons up front. And that was something that Coach Saunders was looking to see, was how that offensive line performed tonight. So those two offensively for Vandegrift is who we were looking at. Defensively, I want to see the two linebackers. The linebackers are the keys tonight, both stopping the run game of Central and also the passing game of Central. And Slater Smartwood had 8 assisted tackles and 20 solos. That's 28 tackles in 2 games. And Max Ull had 9 assisted tackles and 13 solo tackles, 1 interception, and 1 hurry on a quarterback. So these guys I think, are your key to the Vipers win tonight.
And their defense holding opponents to an average of 10.5. The average, a little over 10 points a game. They're very salty on defense as well.
Right.
But we have some weapons as well. We got to see the running game.
Absolutely. You know, when you start talking about the keys for Central, anytime I'm ever doing this pregame, guys, I can promise you that the player I'm going to watch who makes this offense run is the quarterback. Tyler Hill is passing for TDs and he's running for TDs, and he's running a lot. So Tyler Hill's definitely a big key to this game tonight for Central. Out wide offensively for him is Jacob English, who broke the all-time receiving touchdown record for a 97-yard touchdown last week versus Montwood. So if this guy gets his hand on the ball, he can make some things happen with it.
Absolutely. You know, Darius Floyd had 103 yards, a pair of touchdowns on 18 carries. Sam Navarrete had 81 yards and a score, 17 attempts. So he, looking good. The running game is solid.
Yes, sir.
And we might see Tyree Brawley in there a little bit. He's
Absolutely.
waiting in the wings and running the 2-back set. Maybe they're doing that more this year. That may be something that really makes a difference. Avis and Budget Rent-A-Car. That's who just brought you the pregame players to watch and the keys to the game. Thank you very much to Avis and Budget Rent-A-Car. We're back with the kickoff. Bobcats won the toss. We'll be back. It's going to be a good one. Battle of the Undefeateds. You're watching Central Bobcat Football presented by First Community Federal Credit Union on Concho Sports Network.
The values on which we built Bug Express.
Mom, we are honored to carry on your legacy.
Somehow get a break in to get over there.
At VGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is...
We are back at San Angelo Stadium. It's going to be rocking tonight. Somebody's must go. The Bobcats against the Vipers of Austin Vandegrift. And we are underway. Shirts Landscaping bringing you the opening kickoff. And the Shirts kickoff will go out of bounds. I've seen more kicks go out of bounds this year.
Well, that
between
one,
several teams.
Well, Darren, that one right there was a heck of a kick because it actually hit inside and then bounced. That was a great kick by not Mark Cabrera. He was a long time ago.
Concho Bail Bonds bringing you the starting lineup. Let's go with the Bobcats. Caden Pizzola at defensive end. Nathan Stevenson will join him. Trace Roberts will be the nose guard tonight. Justin Barton also at tackle. Linebackers tonight, Caleb Russell, Jaden Lamont, and Ty Casey. And there's the first play from scrimmage. Sutton Grantham at free safety.
That was Styler Price right there with a great...
Also to the corners tonight, Jacoby Yates and Caden Hemeister. Landon Cawley also joins them in the starting lineup on offense, brought to you by Concho Bail Bonds.
They found some creases in Styler Price, and big man just took care of that run play.
We'll see if it's Caleb Russell or Austin Johnson starting at middle linebacker tonight. McNutt is out. Here's the pass to the left, trying to find some room to run. And they grab him by the legs and won't let go. Good stop.
That was
for the Bobcat defense.
That was Jacoby Yates going through a block to make that tackle right there.
Jacoby Yates, the junior, hung on to him until the cavalry arrived. 3rd down and 15. Now the sea of orange fans will rise to their feet and make some noise and let these Vipers know where they are. The snap and the throw. It is caught in space, 50-yard line, into Bobcat territory, 45 and down around the 42-yard line. And that's a Texas Bank first down in Bobcat territory for the Vipers. A good pass and catch, and the receiver also had a little room to run after that.
Yeah, Graylin Springs, he had a nice catch and then had some really good yards after the catch as well.
We'll have the Viper starting lineup coming up momentarily.
So Sutton Grantham looks like he just got dinged up a little bit on that play, and we are going to call a timeout. It's going to be an injury timeout for Sutton Grantham.
Okay. Timeout's brought to you by Tiffany Sellers Realtor. Give her a call at 325-949-5575. These Vipers like to run various offensive schemes. They're very well coached. They've had the same coach since the school started, and they can confuse you if you are not prepared. Offensively, your Concho bail bond starting lineup: Graylin Spring, the senior who just caught the football for the first down, will be a wide receiver. Jack Nelson and Miles Coleman also join him in the flight pattern. Reese Beauchamp, number 1, the senior, you said. That's somebody we've got to watch out for tonight. At left tackle, Ian Reed. Left guard, Juan Gutierrez. Right tackle is Luke Collins. Tight end, Landon Thomas and Charlie Oliver will switch in and out. Ryan Shepard, the running back, senior, will carry the ball tonight for the Vipers. Starting lineups brought to you by Concho Bail Bonds. And there's a San Angelo connection. A San Angelo connection with Mr. Shepard we'll tell you about coming up. I'm loaded with fun facts tonight, Coach, so get ready.
It looks like Landon Cowley came in for Sutton Grantham. It looked like he hurt his shoulder on that last play. So Landon Cowley will replace him. Little motion action
on 2nd and 5 in Bobcat territory. Play action fake. In trouble. He is hit, but he gets the pass off, and it is caught at the 25-yard line. And once again, Graylin Spring gets the reception for Texas Bank first down, and they got right to the quarterback, Braden Buchanan. Couldn't hang on to him.
And he just came across the formation, so that safety's got to pick that up as he comes back across, and that was Connor Moriarty that made that tackle.
They keep it on the ground this time.
That is Alex Witt on the run.
Alex Witt had the most yards of the 2 running backs last week. So we'll see him and Ryan Shepard running the ball. Pass in the left flat caught. He breaks 1 tackle, and he will get inside the 15-yard line. Reese Beauchamp, good effort after the catch was made.
You know, I saw him come off the field. He's not an exceptionally big young man, but he is definitely athletic. We just saw that right there with him shedding some would-be tacklers until Jacoby Yates pulls him out of bounds.
Ball is on the 12. Fakes it right now, throws, and Beauchamp will be inside the 5, and he will have a touchdown.
You know, what you saw right there, they wanted to throw that little slip screen out there, and Ty Casey jumped it, and they hit right behind him. Well-designed play. You see him pump right there to hit that slip screen to number 11, Graylin Spring, but they got number 1 sitting right there in a little stop route. And Beauchamp makes it good.
Hayden Arnold will be kicking the extra point.
And it is good. The Vipers strike first blood on their first possession. We'll see if the Bobcats can answer. Right after this, you are watching Central Bobcat Football, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union on Concho Sports Network.
Very important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
Back at San Angelo Stadium, this is Central Bobcat Football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Kickoffs tonight from Schertz Landscape. Not good news so far for the Bobcats. In short order, the Vipers of Vandegrift marched down the field, scored on a 12-yard pass. Beecham, wearing number 1 tonight, a dangerous weapon across the goal line. 7-0 in favor of Austin Vandegrift. We'll see if the Bobcats can answer. You know, the first kickoff of the season was run back for a touchdown. Everybody was holding their breath, but the Bobcats answered really well. We'll see if they can do it like they did against Shoemaker.
So they just kicked off to, and Kente Nichols.
Yeah, he had a kickoff
was the
run
one
back.
that kind of finally got the hand on the ball and took off and got us out to the 15-yard line. The kicker earlier, just so I can give him some love, is Eric Rodriguez, not Mark Cabrera. He was back in 16, I think, 15, 16. So the long line of great kickers continues.
He's been with the team for
a couple years, yeah.
Varsity for 2 or 3 years.
Yes, sir.
Nothing doing on that play.
That was a little flick out to Jaden Gibson from Tyler Hill, and they sniffed it out really fast.
Gibson, the junior. Last week, Hill was maybe getting out of the pocket a little too early. Got happy feet. They were working with him on that, maybe staying in the pocket just a tad longer before he rolls out or tries to make something happen with his feet.
You know, on a play like that, what you're waiting to see is what that outside linebacker is going to do, and that one just kind of sat and waited for a while. So they're going to screen because they're aggressive.
Navarrete brings it in with one hand, crosses the 25 out to the 30, the 31, and a Texas Bank first down for the Angry Orange.
And that's what you do when you got a really aggressive defense like they obviously are. You've got to try to catch them at their aggression, and that's what screens were made for.
Offensively, Andre Sanchez at tackle on the left side. Sterling Cummings will also join him. We'll get to Kobe Moore, who's been with the team since he was a freshman, snapping the ball to the junior Tyler Hill. Edward Best at guard, Sterling Cummings, Eric Martinez at right tackle, and a variety of receivers brought down near the line on the run.
That'd be that big old nose tackle, number 50, Christian Davis for the Vipers.
Jacob English, we have called his name a few times in a good way. Trevor Scott, Ben Imler, Markwell Holloman, Jaden Gibson, Adam Robles. We will see them at wide receiver. Also Caden Box, Cedric Fuentes, and Tyler Walker. Darius Floyd. It's funny, it says here Bobby Navarrete, Samuel Navarrete.
Right.
Running the ball tonight. Concho Bail Bonds bringing you your starting lineups. That one is incomplete, thrown into double coverage for Trevor Scott.
Well, that was a well-thrown ball to get it over the top of the first person's hands to even give him a shot. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 11.
See if the Bobcats can convert. Tyler Hill carried the ball 10 times, game-high 221 yards rushing last week, a 62-yard touchdown. He also set a record we'll tell you about in just a second. He looks to the sideline.
Hill changes things up just a bit with 4 in the flight pattern, 3 at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. Hill gonna go long. Hill! Incomplete. The defender got his hand on it, and it will go to the turf. Incomplete. It will be 4th down for the Bobcats.
That was Jackson Oliver for the Vipers that gets up in the air and bats that ball away. So a great throw, great defensive play.
I'm going to say Tyler Hill completed 10 of 17 for 149 yards, a 97-yard touchdown strike to Jacob English. That broke the program's all-time record for longest touchdown reception last week. Already setting records.
Yes, sir. He's dangerous if he can get his hands on the ball for sure.
Had to make some adjustments last week, and they had plenty of time with a delay. And now the ball is on the turf. And Bobcats get it back, but they're going to give it right to the Vipers on the 3-yard line. Oh, me.
That was Sebastian. That was Brian Parra for Central, who kind of missed the handle on that ball. It was a little high, and he missed the handle. And that's what Central did not need to happen right now, is to give them the ball right there on the 3-yard line going in.
Well, aside from some Montwood explosive plays last week in the first half, there were some turnovers, and that almost spelled doom for the Bobcats, but they got it together in the second half.
But, you know, they're a resilient team. They've been down in their history by 2-3 scores and still came back and won a game. So this, by no means, they should start thinking, oh, it's over. That's not how they think.
Whistles blow the play dead. By the way, Brian Parra, only a sophomore. He's got a lot of playing to do.
Yes, sir. You know, that these guys, their off season is so demanding that that's what allows them in games like this. They don't flinch, and that's what you can't do right here. So you got a sudden change. You don't flinch, and you just play the next down as best you can.
Tiffany Sellers, Realtor, bringing you this timeout, and we'll take it with them. We'll be back after this on Concho Sports Network. You're watching Central Bobcat Football, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Hey football fans, I'm Elizabeth Chavez, and I want to let you know why First Community Federal Credit Union has been voted Best Credit Union for the past 23 years. Our amazing staff is here to welcome you and help you find ways to save money. First Community is the #1 auto lender in the Concho Valley. We offer free checking with amazing benefits you can't beat. First Community also offers a Visa Platinum with extra low rates on purchases for the first 12 months and on balance transfers. So be smart, bank smart with First Community Federal Credit Union.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive.
So back first and goal from the 3-yard line here.
For the Vipers, they already lead at 7-0. And the handoff goes nowhere. They'll stop him at the line. Welcome back to Central Bobcat Football on Concho Sports Network, live and streaming, and presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. That will bring up 2nd down and goal for the Vandegrift Vipers. They are in the Schertz Landscape red zone, needless to say. One of the Central players has to come out.
That was Ty Casey, which was the guy who had first contact right there. He filled that gap really quick. Lost his hat. I can see them possibly taking a timeout, and they will right here just so they can keep him in the game.
Yeah, that's not the time to have one of your better players out. So it's going to be 2nd down and 3. Tiffany Sellers Realtor bringing you the timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching Central Bobcat Football, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We're back after this on Concho Sports Network.
For all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex, 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Established in 1927, Schertz Landscape Company is as well rooted in the Texas soil as the nursery stock we grow and sell. Since the beginning, our knowledgeable landscape professionals have been here to keep your yard thriving, rain or shine. At Schertz, we believe in keeping our nursery stocked with quality products that flourish in the conditions.
The sights and sounds of football in West Texas. A precarious situation for the Bobcats of San Angelo Central. They trail 7-0 to Austin Vandegrift, and the Vipers have it second and goal from the 3-yard line. Buchanan takes it, and he will easily get into the end zone for the second touchdown. That's 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns for the Vipers of Vandegrift.
But we got a flag on the play. There's a good chance this is going to be holding right there on the edge where he cut it back up. You know, they just stretched out Central and opened up a gap, and he saw it and ran through it, but they might have opened that gap up the wrong way.
He didn't meet a whole lot of resistance. Yes.
Holding is the call.
So the first penalty of the game goes against the Vipers of Vandegrift High School, established in 2009, first varsity season 2010. And they've been solid the whole time and had the same coach the entire time, and that does make a difference for consistency of your program. Drew Sanders has done a great job. That moves them out to the 13-yard line, where it remains second down and goal. Give the Bobcats little room to stop them here. Buchanan with the pass to the end zone, and Beecham has it. Oh, they made that look too easy. Buchanan to Beecham for their second touchdown, and the penalty didn't make a bit of difference.
That was Landon Cowley out there in coverage, but you know, there was definitely a breakdown somewhere. You don't know if it was with the safety or the corner or outside linebacker, but either way, that's the result.
Hayden Arnold in again to kick the extra point. Hudson Lilly is the holder. 2 for 2 so far. It is 14-0 with just over 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. We'll see if the Bobcats can get their rally hats on. When we return on Concho Sports Network, you are watching Central Bobcat Football, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union on Concho Sports Network.
We live in. We call the Concho Valley home, and you can trust us to have the answers for your project, big or small. When quality counts, you can depend on Schertz.
At Concho Bail Bonds, we have an honest, friendly, and professional staff with over 40 years of experience. We understand that if you or a loved one needs our help, you want fast and efficient service that you can trust. That's why at Concho Bail Bonds, we are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, with easy payment plans, and we accept all major credit cards. Y habla español. At Concho Bail Bonds, it is better to know us and not.
The Bobcat not very happy right now here at Central San Angelo Stadium as the Central Bobcats trail the Vipers of Vandegrift High School 14-0. Buchanan to Beecham for the last touchdown for 13-yard strike in the air for the Vipers.
Yeah, the Bobcat looked a little bit shocked. Kind of like the players right now, but like I said, man, don't count these Bobcats out. They worked way too hard to give up that quick.
They've had just a little problem with early on giving up big plays. And in the first game, the run back, but they've managed to answer. Took them a little longer last week, but they did.
Right, you know, and that was something that I know going into this game, that was something that they wanted to address, is taking away big plays, explosive plays. So Tyler Hill's back in the gun position behind Kobe Moore.
Here's the snap to Hill. Hill looking to throw, steps up, throws to the right, and it is too tall, incomplete.
That was intended for Jacob English, just a little bit too high. And he's telling him, look, that's me. You know, now he's a little yoked up. He's ready to compete a little bit. Let that one slip a little bit. He'll be okay.
Hill to English has been very successful. Again, the record-setting 97-yard strike last week from Hill to English. They are a dynamic pair, and they can strike at any time with something big. Navarrete to the right of Hill as Hill throws, and this one is caught in double coverage.
And that was a very strong reception by Trevor Scott right there to go up through hands and still come down with the ball. Because that was a really good job of covering him by number 13, Clayton Moore.
That's the kind of catches that you want to see him make, because something contested like that is hard to do.
Right, you know, and that was something else he wanted to see out of his receivers, was them go up and win 50-50 balls, which is exactly what that was.
And a Texas Bank first down for the Bobcats. Tyler Hill fakes the handoff to Floyd, now throws right and gets the completion.
That's Caden Box on that completion.
They have quite a few receivers to choose from. Caden Box, English, Trevor Scott, Imler. The backup quarterback that came in and played quite well against Abilene Cooper. Got a touchdown in the first game.
Yes, sir. I mean, that's traditional what they do with their backups is spread them out. They learn their offense and open spaces on the field.
They go with the two-back set this time. Handoff for a yard or two to Sam Navarrete.
You know, that's kind of always been their tradition, is that backup quarterback. You know, they're always athletes, so you want to get them on the field. And they use them as receivers, either out wide or out slot. And they really learn what receivers have to go through, and I think it makes both of them respect each other more.
And Imler has some wheels on him and some size.
Yes, sir. He's a big young man, 6'2", 6'3". He's a good-looking young man.
Coach Kevin Crane, undefeated so far, is the head man of this Bobcat program. Throw right is caught inside the Vandegrift 45-yard line.
Throw out there to Samuel Navarrete.
First down, Bobcats.
You know, against Shoemaker, Navarrete that caught kind of a crossing pattern and got inside the 5-yard line, really provided a lot of spark to the offense early on.
Yes, sir.
He's a tough runner, tough kid.
Yes, sir, he really is. He runs well. He runs strong. Usually one hit's not going to bring him down.
And we asked him in the post game after the Shoemaker win, is it Navarrete or Navarrete, just to make sure, because I've heard it pronounced several. It's Navarrete.
Navarrete.
Finally got it from the source. Snap goes to Hill. Good blocking by the offensive line.
And that's going to be pulled down by Trevor Scott as well for another first down.
Trevor Scott stepping up tonight for a Texas Bank first down.
Trevor Scott.
Very nice. So the Bobcats have a little head of steam going. A little momentum, see if they can get within 7 points and get this game back under control. Hill wearing number 12 tonight, the junior. Being a quarterback at San Angelo Central, it's a big deal. It's a lot of pressure on a kid. He's handled it quite well.
Yes, sir. I mean, you've had some really good ones in front of you, and he's going to run with it, and he's always dangerous when he runs. He's fast, and he's a strong kid.
Inside the 20 in the Church Landscaping red zone, Tyler Hill, first down Bobcats.
It's going to be another Texas Bank first down, this time on the feet of Tyler Hill. And you can see right there, I mean, those legs are going everywhere, but they stay up and they keep churning.
Sterling Emerson tried to grab him, and he couldn't hang on. Hill has some moves and some wheels.
You know, but as we were talking before, the quarterbacks here at Central, there's just an expectation for you here. Oh, right off the hands of number 3, Jacob English.
At the 2-yard line, couldn't bring it in. Had a lot of velocity on it.
Yes, sir. It was another good pass. It was just, he just didn't quite bring it in. He wasn't quite expecting it to be there right then, I don't think.
And he got smacked right in the face by Griffin Schaefer, the defensive back, after the ball tipped off his hands. Second down and 10 for the Cats. 3 receivers. Hill looks to the right for Navarrete, and he brings it in. It was low.
He threw that right where that ball needed to be thrown, low, because he knew that he was getting pressure on it. He didn't want to give him a live shot right to the chest, so he threw it low, and that allowed him to get down a little bit. Catch it low right here, because that allowed him to deliver the blow instead of take it.
We say Navarrete, he's a tough runner, but he's a heck of a weapon to throw to.
Yes, sir. He's usually pretty good catching the ball out of the backfield.
He's able to make some things happen once he makes the catch as well. Wow, we're already less than a minute to go in the first quarter.
So here we are at the 10-yard line. Third.
Here's Sam.
3rd and 4, and we might have got a yard right there to bring up 4th and 3. So now you got some decisions to make.
About a yard.
Well, Coach, what do you do? Do you just try to get some points on the board? Just get something on there?
Well, you've got the kicker that you feel pretty confident you can get, but at this moment, I think they need some momentum. I think they might try to get them to jump off right here and see if they can get an easy first down. But it wouldn't surprise me if they go kick it right here and just say, hey, we're going to take the points.
And that will be the end of the first quarter. After one, it's 14-0. The Vandegrift Vipers lead your Central Bobcats. We'll see if they can get on the board after this. You're watching Central Bobcat football presented by First Community Federal Credit Union on Concho Sports Network.
Not need us, than to need us and not know us.
As San Angelo's only locally owned bank, Texas Bank loves West Texas, and we love football. Strong traditions like West Texas football have roots that run deep, much like Texas Bank. For over 57 years, Texas Bank has called San Angelo home while building a reputation as one of the most successful banks in Texas. See what we have to offer, and we think you will agree. While other banks have branches, Texas Bank has roots.
A nice crowd, the Angry Orange faithful in the home stands tonight. A nice crowd for Austin Vandegrift as well here at San Angelo Stadium. You're watching Central Bobcat football presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Darren Prater and Larry Holscher here with the call. The whole Concho Sports crew here. They're going to go for the field goal.
That answers our question. They're going to go for the 3 points.
The kick is up.
And it's good.
Yeah, and the Bobcats are on the board. 14-3 is the score. We'll be back with the Bobcat kickoff right after this. You're watching Central Bobcats football presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Back after this on Concho Sports Network.
Patriotic.
Innovative. Dependable.
Family values.
Faith.
Trustworthy.
Ethical.
Community-minded.
Loyalty.
Honesty.
Diverse.
Friendly. Committed.
Punctual. Customer service.
These are the values on which we built Bug Express.
Mom, we are honored to carry on your legacy.
You are watching Central Bobcat football presented by First Community Federal Credit Union on Concho Sports Network, live and streaming. 14-3 our score now. 26-yard field goal gets the Bobcats on the board. They trailed 14-0 early, but they're coming back. Here's the kickoff. The Shirts Landscaping kickoff comes down inside the 5. Real good kick. Return to the 10, 15, slips a tackle.
That's not the guy you want to be out in open space either, number 1.
Beecham is how it's pronounced, and you'll remember his name because he is good all the way to the 25-yard line. We may have a Bobcat down. They had a chance at him early.
So that's going to be a 75-yard return by Beecham. He is dangerous in the open field. You know, he's a really good player. I mean, he's got both their touchdowns tonight as well.
He is some kind of athlete. Can do pretty much anything he wants. Bobcats try to keep him out of the end zone. Unsuccessful the first 2 times. Right across the middle, a reception. And a Texas Bank 1st and goal for the Vandegrift Vipers.
That has been a tender spot in this defense all night long. Is right. That's just another crossing pattern right in front of a safety.
Landon Thomason on the reception.
They're just finding that open hole between the linebacker and the safety, and they're exposing it right now.
Beecham had 227 yards, 4 touchdowns last week against Ellison. And they go closer to the goal line, to the 3-yard line, inside the Schertz Landscaping red zone, of course.
That was Gabe Bailly on that tackle right there from his defensive end spot.
14-3 our score. Bobcats got a 26-yard field goal to get some points on the board. They'll go with 2 tight ends, just a kind of a hammer time set, I call it. Inside the 5 and driven backwards is the running back. That was a good stop for the D-line.
That was Jaden Lamone.
Shepard again. 3rd and goal.
So they were out of a single back set.
That was Jaden Lamone filling a gap from his linebacker position and making a really good tackle.
So 3rd and 4, just underway here in the second quarter. They'll have 3 receivers, 2 on the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. Float one to the end zone, almost caught for a touchdown, but in and out of the hands of Beecham, and it was broken up.
And that's Haymeister up there. He's really good about pressing up on a receiver and then playing through hands, and that's exactly what he did right there.
Great job by Haymeister.
You know, but this is his 3rd year of playing on the varsity. He understands a Friday night game. He's a senior. He's got some experience.
So now the field goal attempt, kind of a moral victory for the Bobcat defense, but they do get it. 17-3 is our score. We'll see if those Cats can answer when we return. After this, you're watching Central Bobcat Football, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union here on Concho Sports Network.
At VGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo RO Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
From San Angelo Stadium, you are watching Central Bobcat Football live and streaming on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Just like the Bobcat, cheerleaders have a look of concern on their face as well. But the Cats are still in it, and the defense kept them out of the end zone on the last drive. Still, a field goal makes it 17-3 in favor of the Vandegrift Vipers.
They kicked that one in the end zone, and Adam Robles, he's like, I'm going to kneel right here. We'll take the ball at the 20.
Better just play it safe in this kind of situation.
Yes, sir.
Touchdown gets the Bobcats within 7 with the extra point and gets them right back in the game. First penalty went to the Vipers, but it still didn't keep them out of the end zone. They scored very quickly on their opening drive. Hill in the orange. On offense, it's Navarrete Crossing the field, he makes the grab for a short gain. And that's the same play he got inside the 5 on their first possession to start the season. When he comes across, he seems to be, once he gets the ball, he's able to escape.
Yes, sir.
And do a little something with his legs. Hard to bring down.
Ultimately, they're going to lose 2 yards on that play, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and 12 right here. Trips formation to the right.
Fakes the handoff to Floyd. Now Hill running for his life. He's going to have to throw this one away.
And he does a really good job of managing the game right there, of not taking a 7, 8, 9, 10-yard loss. He does a real good job of eluding the defense and then throwing the ball away, getting outside that tackle box before he did it, not taking another penalty.
Not trying to make something happen a little too much to where it leads to a big mistake like an interception. Just
exactly, you know, and that's a huge deal in the spread for a quarterback, to just manage the game, understand when you can take your shots and when you really don't need to.
3rd and 12, the fadeaway handoff, it's a draw to the 30 out to the 31-yard line. Samuel Navarrete, but that
it's going to be a little short. It's going to leave them about 3-4 yards short here for 4th down.
That looks like an effective play they can use, because that was a big hole.
Once again, when you've got a very aggressive defense and they can get up the field on you, there's 2 plays that you run. You run a draw or you run a screen to your running back. And that usually, because they're pushing up the field so hard that they're leaving that open real estate right there. If you can exploit it, to exploit it.
It was last week that we really saw the potential of the running game for the Bobcats as they punt the ball away. Ty Casey, the punter. And this will be returned past the 40-yard line, where the Vandegrift Vipers will come back out on the field and go back to work.
That was Coleman on the punt return. Almost got around that edge. Kind of got tripped up and slid. But they're going to have the ball right here at the -38. Negative being their end of the field.
9-3 last season, 5-1 in district. Program started in 2010. Head coach Drew Sanders. Overall record 113-55 for this team since their inception. Throw to the right and to the 42-yard line.
That's going to be Jacoby Yates and Jaden Lamone on the tackle. And Vandegrift, they saw something because Central rolled to cover 3 away from where they threw, so it kind of left them a little short-handed. But they also moved before the snap of the ball, illegal motion on them, and
that's their 2nd penalty of the evening.
That'll back them up and make it 1st and 15.
First penalty, a holding call.
And now an illegal motion. Pretty clean night so far, penalties-wise.
Junior Brayton Buchanan is the Viper quarterback.
Once again, that's Jaden Lamone fighting through some blocks to make that tackle, along with
maybe a yard, 2nd down.
Thanks to Arlen Ponder for helping us out tonight, by the way.
Out there with Austin Johnson.
Oh goodness, caught in space. He kind of slipped, which helped out the Bobcats. They were able to get to him out to the 46-yard line.
Another little screen pass. It was designed to be a rollout, but it had a safety check on the backside of being a screen to that running back without the lineman going downfield.
Almost picked off. You can tell from the San Angelo crowd reaction that was almost a pick. Yes, good play anyway.
Yes, he jumped that slip screen really well.
Jacoby Yates almost got the interception.
A lot of times you'll hear it called an outside screen, where number one's just going to take a step up and then step back 2 steps, and the number 2 receiver will go out and block that corner, but he didn't quite get to Jacoby Yates right there. Jacoby Yates read the slip or outside screen really well and almost picked it.
And that will bring up 4th down and 2. So the Bobcat defense gets their first stop of the night.
And I'm here to tell you, if he gets hands on that ball, nobody's going to catch him going the other way.
Of course, Bobcats a critical error on a punt that gave the ball to Vandegrift inside the 5-yard line, which led to their second touchdown of the evening. Had some turnovers last week against Montwood. They came back, they overcame them, but against a team like this, very hard to overcome.
Hudson Lilly just had an amazing punt to pin them inside the 5, which is, I mean, if you're going to punt, that's what you're trying to do, right?
Get them close to their own goal line.
Come out in doubles here.
Hill in his own end zone is going to run. Has a little bit of room now, trying to get to the near sideline. He got the edge around the 9-yard line.
Hill scampers around the end.
Just a design keep right there. The own little quarterback draw.
Vandegrift is pretty well disciplined on how they pursue him.
Right. You know, a lot of people call that right there a lead draw because the running back sat and then led up for the quarterback.
Oh, Sterling Emerson was going to go after Hill. He kind of hung back and let somebody else do it in case Hill escapes, which he is known to do. We're going to have a timeout here?
It sure appears that way.
All right. I think that's a Bobcat timeout. Tiffany Sellers, Realtor, bringing it to you.
Yep, that's a Bobcat timeout.
And we will take it with them. We'll be back with more. You are watching Central Bobcat Football, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Back after this on Concho Sports Network.
Hey football fans, I'm Elizabeth Chavez, and I want to let you know why First Community Federal Credit Union has been voted Best Credit Union for the past 23 years. Our amazing staff is here to welcome you and help you find ways to save money. First Community is the #1 auto lender in the Concho Valley. We offer free checking with amazing benefits you can't beat. First Community also offers a Visa Platinum with extra low rates on purchases for the first 12 months and on balance transfers. So be smart, bank smart with First Community Federal Credit Union.
Nothing like Friday nights in Texas, especially at San Angelo Stadium. What a great atmosphere. You are watching Central Bobcat Football, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Darren Prater and Larry Holscher here, and the Concho Sports crew, live and streaming. Tyler Hill on 2nd and 5. He's going to run it. They talked to him about tucking the ball in.
And he looks like he's going to lower his shoulder and fall in for a first down right there. He needed about 5.5 yards, and he got 5 3/4.
And I held my breath there for a second. They're working on him tucking the ball in a little better when he runs. It was kind of hanging out there for a second. But he got the first down, and the Bobcats still on the move. The Texas Bank first down. Ball is at the 15-yard line.
So they keep the drive alive and get out of the shadow of the end zone a little bit. He's going to throw that out, and it's going to be caught by Caden Box.
Nice little reception from Box, who goes out of bounds past the 20-yard line.
Now that's a crosser by the Bobcats now to get out there in the flat. See him there at the #2 receiver position. He's going to run out right into that hole of the defense.
The offensive line is showing a lot of strength. They've done quite well the last couple of weeks. Doing well tonight, providing blocking for Hill to make something happen.
A little counter. They pulled the guard and the tackle on the backside, and Navarrete with a really strong run.
Samuel Navarrete.
Man, you got to love at the end of this play, giving his lineman a little love right there. Fired up, and he should be. They did a really good job. Anytime they're blocking 6 yards downfield, that's what you want to see out of your offensive line.
91 yards and a touchdown last week for Samuel.
Come out in trips formation
and
run it.
off left side this time out to the 35-yard line.
Come out to trips to the field, and just a little running back OZ back to the boundary. Or the short side of the field.
Brings up 2nd and 4 for the Bobcats. Just over 5 minutes to go in the half, trailing 17-3. To the Vipers of Austin Vandegrift. Austin ISD, they are actually in Leander, that area.
Yes, sir. They're one of like 5 or 6 high schools over in Leander. It's kind of exploded over the last 2 decades.
It really has. A lot of people want to live in that area. They go to work in Austin.
So Navarrete again. This time nowhere to run, so he just blows over anybody that's in his way.
Bobcats look to the sideline. Navarrete will stand to the right of Hill.
So we got 3rd and 3, doubles. When I'm saying doubles, I'm just talking about 2 receivers on both sides. We'll move the running back over to the boundary.
Oh boy, that was almost picked off, and it could have been a pick 6 if it was.
Yes, sir. It would have been about like Jacoby Yates if they both handled that ball.
Hill fires to the left, looking for Navarrete, and
that safety was not, actually I think that's our outside linebacker, was not confused at all.
Clayton Moore, the senior.
That was a corner. Clayton Moore. He wasn't confused at that little flare pass at all.
In that situation, you hope that he overruns it and you get a big gain and catch. But the opposite is not good.
No, sir. So
it's 4th and 3.
Ty Casey back to punt this time, and he's going to get away a really good one down to the 22-yard line.
The turf looks is it extra slick tonight. We've seen several players lose their footing as Miles Coleman takes the kick and the punt, and slips, slides, and falls.
You know, a lot of times they say more cleats in the turf is better cleats. And a lot of times you go to cut and you just get outside your hip circle. And when that happens, usually you're going to slip.
Bobcat defense got a stop the last time. We'll see if they can do it again. As Buchanan and company come back out on the field, they'll send Beecham in motion toward the top of your screen and hand it off right up the middle for a short gain.
That time, that's going to be Nathan Stevenson crashing down from that defensive end spot to get first contact.
This defensive line has a lot of senior leadership. Now, one of these players for Vandegrift knows the San Angelo area real well. Mom went to Central. He even has a former San Angelo mayor in the family. Now we have a timeout, a Tiffany Sellers Realtor timeout. And I want to share this information with you. Ryan Shepard, he carried 26 times for 99 yards and a touchdown last week. His mother is Jill Izzard Shepard. She was an athlete and cheerleader at Central.
Well, baby.
Yeah, she was, and she was voted Miss Central High School her senior year. So running back for these Vipers has San Angelo and Central roots. Now his uncle's Rudy Izzard. You heard that name before?
I have. I remember he was the mayor of San Angelo, correct?
Mm-hmm. And star quarterback for the Bobcats in the 70s. And I'm not done yet, Coach. Dub Izzard is his parents' father, a longtime San Angelo banker, grandparent.
They got pretty strong roots here in the Concho Valley then.
Sure do.
And he's had a pretty good night too. I mean, he's number 0 is Ryan Shepard. He's at running back right now.
You don't see 0 very often.
You know, you're starting to see it a little more, you know. The guy who jumps out in my mind wearing 0 is Overshawn for the University of Texas, you know. the armed bandit, they call it.
Oh, yeah. I always wanted to wear 00, the double alt. It is third down, 3rd and 6. Another stop would be great for this defense. It would give them a lot of confidence. Their confidence seems to be building as the game goes on after a tough start. Buchanan rolls. Buchanan fires. Buchanan has a completion past the 40-yard line.
And that was to Landon Thomason, number 18.
And he's made a few tonight for some big gains.
Once again, it's a guy coming from the opposite side of the field, and he just finds that crosser.
And the handoff to Shepard. Out of a tackle. They can't hang on to him, and he finally will go out of bounds right near midfield. He'll still be in Viper territory at the 49-yard line.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 4. And I could see them starting to tempo a little bit. Now that they might have us on our heels a little bit, they're going to pick up that pace.
Shepard came out of the game to get a little bit of a breather. And here we go again. It's Beecham out of a tackle and down the sideline. 30, 25, 20. He is in the Schertz Landscaping red zone. Texas Bank first down.
That was that little slip screen I was talking, or outside screen, however you want to call it, to Beecham, that we've been kind of shutting down. Once again, they're going fast. Got us on the heels. They don't want us to have time to think through this, so they just pick up the tempo a little bit.
Big line of scrimmage a little bit further for Witt. And Shepard comes back into the ball game.
Now they're going to slow it down a little bit in the red zone, make sure that they got the play that they want.
As the clock ticks down to, it'll be less than 2 minutes to go in the first half. 17-3, Vandegrift. After a very fast start with a little help from the Bobcats from a turnover. Caught. He cuts it inside, and he will get very close to the end zone. He tries to reach it across. Beecham may have another touchdown. No, they're going to mark it at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal.
You know, they brought him in motion, stacked him, and then ran a little out with him to let number 1 clear out that corner a little bit to give him some room, and then you said it earlier, Haymeister comes up and slips.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't rain today.
No.
But it sure looks like it.
Seen several players, their feet slide out from under them.
They're going to split the quarterback out, and now
would that be the
Shepard,
Wildcat, sir?
That would be the Wildcat, with Shepard being the cat.
Yeah. He has a relative that's a former San Angelo mayor, and now he's like, maybe I should run for mayor. I just scored a touchdown.
And he just scored a touchdown in San Angelo. So.
Yeah. That will make it 20 or 23-3. Not going so well for the Bobcats tonight. This team is something on offense and defense, but the offense, they make the plays when they have to.
Yes, sir.
Extra point good. Our score 24-3 with a minute to go in the first half. Vandegrift leads your Central Bobcats. You are watching Central Bobcat football live and streaming on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We will be back after this on Concho Sports Network.
Bestech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Established in 1927, Schertz Landscape Companies is well rooted in the Texas soil as the nursery stock we grow and sell. Since the beginning, our knowledgeable landscape professionals have been here to keep your yard thriving, rain or shine. At Schertz, we believe in keeping our nursery stocked with.
Welcome back to Central Bobcat Football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. 24-3. Austin Vandegrift leads your Central Bobcats. 1 minute, under a minute to go in the first half as the Bobcats return close to the 20. You want something to eat while watching the game? San Angelo To Go is your watch-from-home concession stand. Get your game day favorites delivered to your door. Just visit sanangelotogo.com or the San Angelo To Go apps for San Angelo To Go. I want to remind you we're live streaming every Central, Lakeview, and Wall home football game this fall, and you really don't want to miss a moment. We're going to have some good times. You can watch on your TV on Concho Sports Network Roku or Fire TV app or conchosports.com, YouTube, or Facebook. On 1st and 10, it's Tyler Hill to Navarrete. 20, Navarrete breaking tackles. 25 to the 27-yard line for Sam Navarrete.
That's going to be good for 8 yards. You know, they've got started off with 52 seconds. The clock's running. It's appearing that Coach Crane is going to be okay, taking this thing slow. He's probably going to keep it on the ground, keep it conservative, not give them a pick, and try to not let them strip it for a fumble and just go into halftime and regroup and come back out.
Navarrete immediately wrapped up on that one, and like you're saying, he said there was a hour and a half lightning delay last week after a 6.5 hour trip. He said the kids handled that really well, just kind of hanging out. They knew what they needed to adjust, knew what they needed to do, and he said better than some teams he's seen in the past here, the way they handled it. So,
and that's saying something, because I've been on some of those teams that's been in those lightning, and we've always responded to breaks really well.
And we hope that will happen tonight.
Yes, sir.
For this little halftime break we are about to have. After 2 quarters, we're at halftime. Austin Vandegrift leads San Angelo Central 24-3. And we'll be back after this for our halftime show. Coming up, you're watching Central Bobcat Football presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Halftime is next on Concho Sports Network.
Quality products that flourish in the conditions we live in. We call the Concho Valley home, and you can trust us to have the answers for your project, big or small. When quality counts, you can depend on Schertz.
At Concho Bail Bonds, we have an honest, friendly, and professional staff with over 40 years of experience. We understand that if you or a loved one needs our help, you want fast and efficient service that you can trust. That's why at Concho Bail Bonds, we are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, with easy payment plans, and we accept all major credit cards. Y habla español. At Concho Bail Bonds, it is better to know us and not need us than to need us and not know us.
As San Angelo's only locally owned bank, Texas Bank loves West Texas, and we love football. Strong traditions like West Texas football have roots that run deep, much like Texas Bank. For over 57 years, Texas Bank has called San Angelo home while building a reputation as one of the most successful banks in Texas. See what we have to offer, and we think you will agree. While other banks have branches, Texas Bank has roots.
Patriotic.
Innovative. Dependable.
Family values.
Faith.
Trustworthy.
Ethical.
Community-minded.
Loyalty.
Honesty.
Diverse.
Friendly. Committed.
Punctual. Customer service.
These are the values on which we built Bug Express.
Mom, we are honored to carry on your legacy.
At VGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Junior Lieutenant Brianna Banda and Junior Lieutenant Georgia Swaney. The veteran line member of the week are Chloe Lopez and Madison R. The rookie line member of the week are Giselle Valdez and Riley Heckerman. Tonight the Texans will be performing to the 1966 #1 hit song recorded by Nancy Sinatra, "These Boots Are Made for Walking." Please give it up for Central High School, Texas. And now, San Angelo ISD is proud to present the award-winning Central High School Mighty Bobcat Band. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Hannah Richardson, Laura Johnson, Carlos Pina, and Lauren Ochoa. Our Tarpley Music Band members of the week are woodwinds Danielle Brown and Camila Barrera, brass Pablo Ibarra and Kaylee Lopez, percussion Terrence Snyder, color guard Courtney Vinay, and rookies Caleb Dover and Morgan Gondora. The section of the week is the trombone. Tonight the band will present to you the opening portions of its 2021 UIL Marching Contest program, A Night at the Opera. This show will take you on a musical journey through classic opera themes we know you will recognize from movies, shows, commercials, videos, and from the operas themselves. We ask that you sit back, relax, and enjoy the sounds of A Night at the Opera. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the mighty Bobcat Band.
up there, all the way where those light lights are.
Bobcat fans, tonight we have a special halftime treat for you. The mighty Bobcat band is excited to be joined on the field by the 8th graders from Glen and Lone Star Middle School. First to the combined bands will perform the classic rock hit from the Go-Go's, We Got the Beat. And now the bands will play Go Team Go! And finally, Bobcat fans, we need your help. Join in with the band on the Hey Song. And now, join the combined bands in a salute to Central High School and all our CHS Bobcats. The mighty Bobcat band is under the direction of...
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
Hey football fans, I'm Elizabeth Chavez, and I want to let you know why First Community Federal Credit Union has been voted Best Credit Union for the past 23 years. Our amazing staff is here to welcome you and help you find ways to save money. First Community is the #1 auto lender in the Concho Valley. We offer free checking with amazing benefits you can't beat. First Community also offers a Visa Platinum with extra low rates on purchases for the first 12 months and on balance transfers. So be smart, bank smart with First Community Federal Credit Union.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Established in 1927.
Back at San Angelo Stadium, this is the Pixelcast Media halftime show. Bobcat football presented tonight by First Community Federal Credit Union. Well, 24-3 is our score in favor of the Austin Vandegrift Vipers as they make their way out of the locker room for the second half. Darren Prater and Larry Holscher here. Coach, the Vipers came out. It didn't take them very many plays at all to score on a run. Then they got a pass. Buchanan to Beecham, and that's been a good combination all night long, and it probably will be all season.
Yes, sir.
The only it's a 26-yard field goal, the only score for the Bobcats tonight. They got one. Austin Vandegrift got one of their own and a touchdown to put an exclamation point on it toward the end of the half. So that's where we are, 24-3. In favor of the Vandegrift Vipers. Well, Coach, your thoughts on the first half for Central?
Central coming in, it have to eliminate turnovers and penalties, and for the most part, they've done that. They haven't had any turnovers. They hadn't had any penalties, and they really hadn't got behind the chains. They've had some missed opportunities offensively. I think coming out, you'll see them probably involve Tyler Hill a little more. When he has ran, he's had really good success. And but they've been doing a whole lot of drop back passes, either with screens or even their draws. And other than that, a lot of drop back passes. They've had success with the short routes, the intermediates not so much, and the deep. Vandegrift has done a good job defending that because Vandegrift's been able to basically rush 3 most of the game. And that allows them, that gives you 8 more to sit there in zones, and now it's just play fly to ball. So I think you'll probably see them use Tyler Hill more in the run game to try to load that box up a little more to open up downfield. And defensively, they wanted to come in and not give up explosive plays, and they've done that to a large degree. But a good offense like this, they're going to have some explosive plays when you got an athlete like Beecham is, and he's definitely made them hurt on some things. You've seen the defense have some really big plays, some almost outstanding plays, and then you see them have some secondary issues and give up some passes or not make a tackle when they need to. So that's something they're definitely going to have to clean up, is maybe simplify the secondary a little bit. That way everybody's on the same page. And the front has got to contain the quarterback and number 0.
The offensive line has played well. They've given Hill plenty of protection tonight. They've played well the first 2 games. But just like last week, there has been a little bit of miscommunication between corners and safeties, and hopefully they can get that worked on as the Bobcats come out onto the field in front of the Bobcat faithful and the LED lights, ready to get after this second half, and hopefully they can come right out and score and get right back into this. Really, you're looking at a 17-3 game, possibly, except for what led to their second touchdown. The Vipers got a very, very short field, and even a penalty couldn't stop them due to an errant punt snap. I don't know if it was a snapper or the punter, but it appeared to be a little high, and he couldn't bring it in. And on 4th down, they ended up on our 3-yard line.
When you play good teams like this, the special teams are critical because you don't want to give them anything short like happened. So I know that's something that they work on a lot, and they take great pride in special teams at both of these schools because it is important, and Vandegrift capitalized on it on a Bobcat mistake.
Want to give Eric Rodriguez his props for the 26-yard field goal. Senior's done a very solid job as a Bobcat over the last several years. And we'll get ready to kick it off. Pixelcast Media bringing you the halftime show. Thank you very much to Pixelcast Media. No one in San Angelo can match the experience and expertise in live streaming and video production that Pixelcast Media brings to our community. If you want to get your story out to the world or just to San Angelo, call Pixelcast Media at 261-0651, 325-261-0651. Or drop us a message at Concho Sports Network. We'll point you in the right direction. Shirts Landscaping bringing you our second half kickoff as we get ready to get back underway. Bobcats come out and get within 14. That would be a real feather in our cap. And here is the Shirts Landscaping second half kickoff.
And it's going to roll out the back of the end zone, and
once again a good kick from Clayton Moore.
We will take over at the 25.
So Tyler Hill and company come back out onto the field, and we'll see if they can march it right down there. Maybe work on a few little adjustments. Navarrete has had a good night as far as he made some good little tough runs.
Yes, sir.
He's hard to bring down on first contact.
So let's see what the Bobcats dial down in halftime, and looks like they're going to start off in a two-back set.
3 receivers in the flight pattern. The two-back set is something they're using more this year. I think they call it 20 package.
Yes, sir. That'd be a 20 package.
That's Navarrete hit at the line and driven backwards. Maybe a short loss on the play for the Bobcats.
For people that don't know how that numbering system works,
the
first number is the back. So if it's 10 personnel, you got 1 back, and the second number is your tight ends. So if you got 20 personnel, you got 2 backs and no tight ends.
I did not know that. That's why I like working with you. You always learn something new about the game of football.
It's all terminology.
Darren
all
Prater.
A bunch of terminology.
And Larry Holscher providing the information.
So a little tunnel screen right there to
on the screen. That is Jacob English, and the junior gets a nice little gain there. It's close to a Texas Bank first down. Going to be about 2 or 3 yards shy.
Now you notice Tyler Hill did a really good thing right there. You saw him pump it because he was – if you get it to him too quick, you don't get the lineman uphill far enough so he can run underneath them.
Going to run it this time, and the ball may be on the ground. We'll see if he was down first. Vandegrift Vipers say they have it.
It sure looked like Andreas Sanchez jumped on it as well, though.
He got it. He got a first down and was down, luckily for the Bobcats.
That's what you call what a lot of people will call a QOZ, OZ standing for outside zone. Everybody's just zoning to the right, and Navarrete was leading up for him.
It's a Texas Bank first down. The ball is at the 42-yard line. So when they get a certain look here, Coach, that's when they look to the sideline and looking for further instructions?
Well, what they're trying to do is see what Vandegrift's going to line up secondary-wise in, and so they're going to line up, see what they're lined up in. Then they're going to look again at the sideline to get the new play.
That is Caden Box on the reception. Hill to Box. That will be a 3-yard pickup for the Bobcats.
That's also a pretty handy tool to use for a team that likes to stem, and by stemming I mean that defensive front will move around on you.
Mm-hmm.
So you get them to stem, and then like right there you just saw the backers and everybody move. That allowed the coaches at Central to see what they were going to do. Now they call their play.
Hill with Navarrete to his right. Now he will give it to him. He rolled right like he was going to throw, handed it to Navarrete.
Sure looks like he dropped the ball right there, and Vandegrift
flag down, but
sure are acting like they've got it. Looked like they took it right out of his hand. Yep.
And we'll see what the flag is before they can celebrate too much.
That's Jay Scoglin that's got the ball at the bottom of the pile.
And we'll see what
if this is on the defense, that'll sure be and it is. It's going to be offsides on the defense, so negate that play.
Well, I saw the lineman pointing toward the sideline, going, come back out, come back out. As if to say, hey, this is going to be against them. So they dodged a bullet that time.
You know, Vandegrift's coming in this game +9 on the turnover battle. That would have been +10, but it's going to be negated by an offsides.
Average of a little over 10 points a game the defense has allowed this year. This team has a lot of playoff appearances for a team that only started in 2010. Navarrete left side.
He's going to lose about a half a yard to bring up 3rd down and 2.5.
Slater Swarthwood grabbed him from behind on that play.
3rd down.
So it's 3rd down. It'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Bobcats. Look for the offensive line to get a good push and perhaps let young Samuel get the 1st down.
Looks like they're going to bring a little pressure off the edge. Yeah, a little loose stunt.
Hill gets the Texas Bank 1st down. He is in Viper territory, and he safely slides down before there's any contact on the play.
He's wanting a penalty for a little contact. It wasn't excessive, but when a quarterback slides like that, you do not go after him, and you definitely don't lead with your helmet like just happened right there.
Yeah, they did butt heads.
They butted heads a little bit, but it wasn't enough to warrant a flag.
Hill fakes it to Navarrete, going across the middle. The ball is caught.
That is a impressive catch when you know you're about to get hit and you still come down with the ball.
Trevor Scott.
Just a little post route right here by Trevor Scott, the skinny post.
The senior gets a Texas Bank 1st down. That's when you hear the footsteps coming at you right before you catch it, and it separates the men from the boys.
Yes, sir. You know what's coming. Just try to keep it out of your mind. That was an awesome throw, awesome catch.
Hill to throw again. He's got a man again.
This time it's Caden Box. Now you're starting to see them attack that middle of Vandegrift's defense, which is what they were doing to Central earlier. Throwing that thing, sitting right in front of that safety, behind the linebacker, front of the safety, making that safety come up and make a play.
You know, in the first half, they got one defensive stop against Vandegrift, but they were so close several times. That team always seemed to come through with the plays they needed. Hopefully we can do the same. Going long, end zone, and incomplete.
That was that corner on that play. You know, they just hit right in front of that safety. What you're trying to do is soften him up, make him come down, because you got a route coming in right behind him to make it more of a one-on-one 50 ball with a corner and a receiver, and that time the corner did a really good job of staying with the receiver and batting that ball out.
Jacob English, the intended receiver, in the end zone. So it's 3rd down and 4. Big 3rd down for the Bobcats in their first possession of the second half.
It appears as if Vandegrift might stay in that same cover 3 look that they've been in the last 3 plays.
Now I believe we're going to have a Bobcat timeout. No? Yes? Okay.
Yep. The Bobcats call that timeout.
Tiffany Sellers, Realtor, bringing you this timeout. We'll take it with them, and we'll be back. You're watching Central Bobcat Football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We're back after this.
Schertz Landscape Company is as well rooted in the Texas soil as the nursery stock we grow and sell. Since the beginning, our knowledgeable landscape professionals have been here to keep your yard thriving, rain or shine. At Schertz, we believe in keeping our nursery stocked with quality products that flourish in the conditions we live in. We call the Concho Valley home, and you can trust us to have the answers for your project, big or small. When quality counts, you can depend on Shirts.
At Concho Bail Bonds, we have an honest, friendly, and professional staff with over 40 years of experience. We understand that if you or a loved one needs our help, you want fast and efficient service that you can trust. That's why at Concho Bail Bonds, we are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
You're watching Central Bobcat football presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. 3rd and 4 for the Bobcats. They trail 24-3. Here's Hill, and he underthrows the intended receiver, Trevor Scott, near the 20-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Brett Gillespie had an outside edge blitz right where Tyler Hill was wanting to throw and kind of got his hands up and affected Tyler Hill's throw right there.
It looks like they are going to go for it on 4th and 4. Their only points tonight, a 26-yard Eric Rodriguez field goal. So with under 7 minutes to go in the third, time is of the essence. And they need more than a field goal on this drive. So here we go, 4th and 4. Tyler Hill throwing. Hill tipped and incomplete.
He had...
it was intended for Caden Box.
Yeah, he had Jaden Gibson. You'll see him flash right there. You know, he had that same outside backer was coming up, so he decided to go to Caden Box, and it was just over his head. But a win that they just had is they just took off 5 minutes and 14 seconds out of this first stanza of the second half.
I thought he was going to go to Gibson there for a second.
I did too.
Here comes Buchanan and the boys from Austin.
Oh, a little bit of a bobble snap, and then
almost picked off.
Then Landon Cowley, I do believe, almost intercepted that ball. No, it's Connor Moriarty. Sorry.
The snap was low and hit the ground. Yeah, that could have been a real break for the Bobcats.
Yes, sir. It would have allowed them to take even more time and a short field to score with. But it didn't happen, so.
On 2nd down, the handoff to Shepard. Runs into a crowd, he'll get a couple of yards.
Ryan Shepard.
That's Jaden Lamone once again in that Justin Barton. Justin Barton has kind of been plugging up some holes.
Now, this is where this team is really scary because they seem to handle 3rd downs fairly well.
And it looks like they've got Beecham singled up over here to the short side.
Going to look to the other side, going deep down the sideline, and the ball is incomplete. Out of bounds. They got to stop.
And that was a good job by Jacoby Yates to catch up and not make a whole lot of contact when he didn't need to, and just kind of ride him out of bounds.
It's 4th down.
So that's the second time in the ball game they haven't converted a 3rd down. Like we were talking about off the air, you think you've got this team, and then they come up with the play they need when they need it.
Yes, sir, and that's what good, talented teams, disciplined teams do. And we're witnessing a really good team out of Austin right now.
And the punt on 4th and 8. Fair catch called for and taken by the Bobcats.
Fair catch is called for, and
they will start around the 40-yard line, their own 40-yard line.
That's Tyree Brawley hauling that punt in.
Brawley, the sophomore, one of the running backs on the team.
You know, but tonight's game, what you're seeing is they're not making a whole lot of mistakes.
No.
Central isn't either. You know, you can count two or three mistakes that Central's had, and probably the same thing the other way. We're seeing two really good, disciplined teams right now.
One of those mistakes led to a touchdown for the Vipers. And there you go. There you go, Sam. Play it again, Sam. 30, 25, 20, sideline, 15-yard line. The Texas Bank first down. And he enters the red zone, the Shirts Landscaping red zone. First down. Sam Navarrete gets it done.
You know, and that starts with Kobe Moore on this, on that nose tackle. And then Sam just cuts it up and finds a hole outside, bounces it out, and this crowd is back in this game.
20-yard line.
Kobe Moore has been starting since he was a freshman.
Yes, sir.
He was our best Texas Scholar athlete last week. Hopefully we'll talk to this week's after the game.
He's got his hands full, no doubt. That 99's a big nose guard, man. Somebody lost a shoe.
So Hill turns and throws and has a completion. That will be inside the 5-yard line.
Once again, a little screen route.
Gibson, yeah.
Or a little screen right there, Jaden Gibson.
That was perfect. Looked like Hill was going to the right. He just turns on his dime and dumps that pass off to Gibson.
And just like that, we got first and goal at the 2-yard line.
Texas Bank first and goal. And the Bobcats, you know, with this offense, 14 points, it's not insurmountable odds if they can just get it in here.
No, they've been behind more than that and came back and won games. Little
Hill
counter.
Off.
Guard tackle pulled. He's going to gain a yard there.
Navarrete to the goal line.
Navarrete really is a difference maker.
Second and goal.
Yes, sir. He runs really, really strong.
So Hill giving some instructions there. Back in the shotgun. Handoff, Navarrete. He will not be denied. And for the first time this ball game, it's a Central Bobcat touchdown.
They pulled that backside guard and Tyree Brawley from that sniffer back position and ran just a power right there. He just found that hole and said, let's go find some paint.
The old sniffer back.
Backside guard does a really good job of kind of getting in 48's way enough and getting enough of a block to kind of free him up. That's Edward Best pulling and creating that hole right there.
Rodriguez gets the extra point. Hole reliable. Now we have a ball game. It's 24-10. Vipers lead the Bobcats, but they're coming back, and the lights are on at San Angelo Stadium.
And here goes the light show.
Woo, you betcha.
And the crowd is back in this thing, and that's a big deal for Central.
Sure is. Getting loud. We'll be back. You are watching Central Bobcat football presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. And we'll be back after this on Concho Sports Network. Yeah.
With easy payment plans, and we accept all major credit cards. Y habla español. At Concho Bail Bonds, it is better to know us and not need us than to need us and not know us.
As San Angelo's only locally owned bank, Texas Bank loves West Texas, and we love football. Strong traditions like West Texas football have roots that run deep, much like Texas Bank. For over 57 years, Texas Bank has called San Angelo home while building a reputation as one of the most successful banks in Texas. See what we have to offer, and we think you will agree. While other banks have branches, Texas Bank has roots.
The crowd is making noise. The sea of angry orange fans here at San Angelo Stadium.
There's smiles on their face now, isn't there?
Yeah, they kind of got out of it for a little bit. Bobcat football presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. And the Shirts Landscaping kickoff comes down at the 30, and he bobbled it there for just a second. That could have been a big break. Connor Freeman taking that kickoff, and that's where they will set up shop, moving right to left.
He's sure lucky he got the bounce he got. Yeah, popped right back into his hands, because that could have been really bad for the Vipers.
31-yard lines where they will start. The defense has stepped up, so has the offense this second half. See if they can get another stop. There's the throw, a little low, but he brings it in and immediately wrapped up after the reception. It's Landon Thomason for the Vipers.
That was Moriarty on the stop.
Yeah, he wrapped him up and immediately held on to him to where his teammates help out. There's a big hole. Guess who? Oh,
that's
man,
Shepard, and he's going to go all the way.
That's number 2 touchdown for Shepherd tonight.
And just like that, Vandegrift answers the touchdown for Central.
And that's what a good team is supposed to do, and this is a very solid football team.
They caught him with all the linebackers out of the middle of the field, and they exploited it.
Be 65 yards, I believe. A little over 65.
Yes, sir.
And the extra point to remain perfect on extra points this evening. Hold is down, kick is up. It is good. Well,
Hayden Arnold stays good on his PAT.
31-10. We'll see if the Bobcats can answer again. We'll be back. You're watching Central Bobcat football presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Back after this on Concho Sports Network.
Patriotic.
Innovative.
Dependable.
Family values.
Faith.
Trustworthy.
Ethical.
Community minded.
Loyalty.
Honesty.
Diverse.
Friendly. Committed.
Punctual. Customer service.
These are the values on
Back at San Angelo Stadium, Central Bobcat football presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Shepherd, over 65 yards for a touchdown on a run, right up the middle for the Vipers. They go ahead 31-10 over your Central Bobcats. Bobcats came out, scored on the opening drive in the second half, got some momentum, got their first touchdown from Navarrete, and then the pep rally kind of ended there with the Vipers scoring on a run. That's a long way to go right up the middle.
Yes, sir. They were blitzing, and both linebackers were out of the middle of the field. They saw it and called a play to exploit it. So here we are with 3:52 in the third. So there's plenty of ball game to play here.
Ryan Shepherd scored the touchdown. His mom was once Miss Central High School. Has a lot of San Angelo roots, and he's probably loving this.
That play right there just shows what kind of heart Navarrete has. He's bottled up, and he just keeps churning.
He is a tough runner. Good kid. So it's 2nd down and 10 for the Cats. Navarrete scored on the opening drive of the second half, so having a good night.
They're going to stay in a one-back set here.
He'll be to the right of Hill with 3 in the flight pattern, 4 in the flight pattern, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Here he goes. Gets a little gain up about 4 or 5 yards for Navarrete to bring up 3rd down. Really nice crowd for Central, no surprise. They kind of got here a little late. I was kind of like, hey, where's the crowd? 5 minutes before the game, they started coming in here, but Vandegrift brought a nice traveling crowd as well.
Yes, sir. The Orange finally got here. It's a really good crowd for this game, like you'd expect, 2 really good teams.
Great way to spend a Friday evening. Here's the throw from Hill. It's tipped in the air, and it may be intercepted.
They're going to call that one incomplete.
Incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Too close for comfort, though, as Jackson Oliver, the senior, thought he had an interception, wearing number 9, Jackson Oliver.
And it's going to be hard to see from that angle, but you can. Looks like at one point you can see the tip of the ball touch the turf.
I think it did.
So that's going to bring up 4th down and 5, and we're going to punt this thing away. Ty Casey back to kick it.
Good job by Trevor Scott trying to fight for that ball.
Yes, sir.
Dangerous on kickoff and punt returns. Fair catch called for. They will have that at the 35-yard line. Defense is starting to spend some time out on the field now, where fatigue could become a factor.
Yes, sir. You'd really like to have got a first down there, give them a little more time, but hey, that's part of the game.
That's why the offseason is so important.
Absolutely.
Want something to eat while watching the game? San Angelo To Go is your watch-from-home concession stand. Get your game day favorites delivered to your door. Just visit sanangelotogo.com or the San Angelo To Go app. Buchanan wants to throw, looking, throwing. He's got a man, and it's inside the 25-yard line. A Texas Bank first down for the Vipers as Jack Nelson.
15, Jack Nelson. First down, Vipers.
That was a good...
That's just a post route by number 1, and Caden Haymeister makes the tackle to clean it up. Moriarty this time on the tackle after a big gain.
Never give up on the play, though. It could have easily been a touchdown if not for Haymeister.
That's Alex Witt on this run. Bring up another first and goal from the 7.
It's a Texas Bank first and goal in the Shirts Landscaping red zone. Left side handoff, and there is another touchdown for the Vipers. Alex Witt gets it this time, and they making the Bobcats look a little snake bit tonight. 37-10 with the extra point on the way. Hayden Arnold, Hayden Arnold perfect so far. Field goal as well.
And it sure looks like he's going to stay that way with this PAT.
2 point is up and good.
38-10 is the score with a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. We'll be back after this. You're watching Central Bobcat Football presented by First Community Federal Credit Union on Concho Sports Network.
Patriotic.
Innovative.
Dependable.
Family values.
Faith.
Trustworthy.
Ethical.
Community-minded.
Loyalty.
Honesty.
Diverse.
Friendly. Committed.
Punctual. Customer service.
These are the values on which we built Bug Express.
Mom, we are honored to carry on your legacy.
At VGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office...
And here is the kickoff from the Vandegrift Vipers. Central Bobcat Football presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Our kickoffs from Shirts Landscape Company. Well, the Vipers of Austin Vandegrift have started a nice little pep rally for themselves here in the second half. It's 38-10 in favor of Bobcat.
2 big plays.
Yeah.
Both possessions. One's a 65-yard run, and now you just had a really big pass to get them down in the scoring position again. So the thing that they wanted to try to take away tonight, Vandegrift's exposed a little bit.
Yeah, and they can strike so quickly from anywhere, like a good Viper should.
Like a good Viper should.
Navarrete with the run. The lone touchdown from the Bobcats tonight from Samuel Navarrete. That's a Texas Bank first down.
But anytime you play a quality opponent like that, that's the whole key, is to make them earn everything. Don't give them explosive plays like that. Good teams do that. Central will do that as well.
The big plays, you're allowing them tonight, but because they happen tonight, they may not happen down the road.
Exactly. I mean, that's why you play good people, because they're going to expose some weaknesses that you can get on film and you can coach and you can fix.
Well, Tyler Hill took a shot that time.
Yes, he did. Right from the blind side, too.
That's the first time this season I've seen him take a real big shot. And he gets right up, looks to the sideline for the next play.
He's a tough kid, because that was definitely a good, solid, hard hit.
And that, it's hard to do. People don't realize that. I mean, you just got the snot knocked out of you, and you got to get up and think quickly.
Yes. That pass is right there to Jaden Gibson. They kind of bend him backwards a little bit.
Yeah.
But he's going to pop up.
A little face mask to face mask there.
Pass is complete to Gibson to the 41. It's third down.
That's good for 5 yards.
Now, I mentioned Tyler Hill's dad played for the San Saba Armadillos. I forgot to mention he had a couple uncles that played for Brownwood. And a mom that played softball for Brownwood.
It's a little bit of history of good, tough players. That ain't.
And it's picked off.
Anytime it's tipped up, it's usually a bad thing, and that time it was.
That is Slater Swarthwood.
Pass is tipped and intercepted.
He was just standing there waiting on it because it went up in the air. It was just right there for him to grab.
There's that turnover that will take them to positive 10 on the year.
Good job bringing him down, though.
That was Caden Fox, yeah.
Yeah.
Could have been, you're right. So now the defense, sudden change. You got to get your mind right and get focused on your job now.
Defenses, they've done well. It comes down to really one or two plays in each drive.
Yes, sir.
Handoff, he's trying to go all over the place, but they're not going to let him grab the jersey and hang on to him for a loss on that play.
And that's what you want to see. You got 8 orange shirts right there at the ball.
And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Well, not the way that San Angelo fans wanted it to go, but there's still a lot they can learn in this next quarter and work toward. And you never know. It is 38-10 in favor of Austin Vandegrift. We'll have one more quarter of play coming up. You're watching Central Bobcat football live from San Angelo Stadium and presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We're back after this on Concho Sports Network.
Internet, security, cameras, and smart technology. Call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo RO Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
Moneyball Mike for doing the stats and numbers tonight. We have a couple of helpers here too that are volunteering their time. We appreciate. One of them, Larry, knows real well.
Yes, sir. My son's here doing some stats for me over here on the side, keeping me straight at times.
Complete to Beacon.
A wall hawk.
Gain of a yard.
But yeah, that game got canceled tonight, right? The Wall game?
Yes, sir. Wall was going to play Midland Christian and got COVID canceled. So
that's tough.
He decided to come in and be around football.
There you go. He has a dad that knows a thing or two about it. No back set for Buchanan. 4 in the flight pattern, 3 left, 1 right. Pressure coming, ball hits the turf, but still in his grasp, and that doesn't even matter. Long pass and a touchdown, another touchdown. Jack Melson
I'm with you. Normally, when they lose their footing, they catch themselves with the ball. It's normal. You think down right there. But he kept his knees up, and they're going to say he was good. He makes that pass out to
Nelson. Jack.
Yeah, that's Jack Nelson.
Number 15, Jack Nelson. How can you do that? When the ball hits turf, you lose your footing almost, and you get that under control, then you throw a long pass like that right on the money. Wow. 45-10.
Hayden Arnold
is our score.
Is still
perfect.
On PATs.
And we'll be back. You're watching Central Bobcat Football presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Back after this on Concho Sports Network.
Hey football fans, I'm Elizabeth Chavez, and I want to let you know why First Community Federal Credit Union has been voted Best Credit Union for the past 23 years. Our amazing staff is here to welcome you and help you find ways to save money. First Community is the #1 auto lender in the Concho Valley. We offer free checking with amazing benefits you can't beat. First Community also offers a Visa Platinum with extra low rates on purchases for the first 12 months and on balance transfers. So be smart, bank smart with First Community Federal Credit Union.
Back at San Angelo Stadium, Central Bobcat Football presented by First Community Federal Credit Union, 45-10. This time it's Buchanan to Jack Nelson, the senior for the Vandegrift Vipers. Arnold remains perfect on extra points, 45-10. The Vipers lead your Bobcats. Yeah, it's cliche to say, I'll say it again, Bobcats a tad snake bit. And that's exactly what Vandegrift wanted.
Yes, sir. I mean, but give them credit. Give Vandegrift credit. I mean, that quarterback just made a heck of a heads-up play. He almost loses his footing, is almost down, pops up, and fires a long touchdown pass on the money.
Yeah, usually just keeping your footing is all you're going to do in that situation. You made something out of it.
So they go 2 back, and that's Navarrete making 4 yards again.
Navarrete is going to be tired tomorrow. He's got a lot of carries tonight.
Ready again to the 29.
So out to the 29 on the carry. 2nd down and 6 for the Bobcats. You want to watch Concho Sports Network games on your TV live in high definition? All you have to do is install the Concho Sports Network Roku or Amazon Fire TV app. It's easy to do. Install them now on either device just by searching Concho Sports. I invite you to check it out to get the best viewing experience. We have a lot of action for you coming up this year on Concho Sports Network. Lakeview Chiefs, Wall Hawks, Central Bobcats. You see them all right here.
Navarrete again.
Navarrete gets the call again. 3rd down and 1 for the Cats.
3rd down and 1.
Once again, now you got 2 back set, but you got a sniffer. They're going to run that same power.
So the sniffer back is not even with the quarterback. He's down.
He can be anywhere outside that center. This one, they have him as an outside shade to the tackle.
Okay.
He doesn't get quite over there to block that linebacker, though.
I wanted to say wing back when I see that in some offenses.
Yes, sir.
Saw that with Pecos last week in the Lakeview game.
Either that or a slot. A wing is normally in that shade off of a tight end, and a slot's off of a tackle.
Okay, so with the tight end, it's wing. Okay.
And a slot off of a tackle.
All right.
Once again, just terminology. Either it doesn't change his position, it doesn't change what he's doing.
Right. Hill on the carry.
That time, once again, just a QOZ.
That's Texas Bank 1st down at the 41-yard line for the Bobcats. Yeah, I did actually know that and forgot because doing wall games last year, the offense that they run.
Yeah, they'll get both of them. Got a little ISO here with the lead back.
So that'll be second down for the Bobcats. We're under 10 minutes to go in the ball game.
Second down.
I'll remind you, if you want something to eat while watching the game, San Angelo to go. That's your watch-from-home concession stand. Get your game day favorites delivered to your door. Just visit sanangelotogo.com or the San Angelo to go app. In case you're working up a hunger tonight. Hill. He's got a man open in the flat. Now goes to the middle, and it's almost picked off.
Drops back. He's looking and fires that thing right to Trevor Scott.
Coverage on the play.
Yes, sir. That'd be number 16, Andrew Scott, covering Trevor Scott.
These Vipers have a lot to look forward to this year. Obviously, they're solid. And like we were saying with Central, the mistakes you make this week, you fix them, you won't make them against Midland Legacy, Permian, our district foes.
Yes, sir. We'll have some scores on those at some point. They've got some big games happening tonight. That's a huge throw to Caden Box down to the positive 40.
And a Bobcat first down.
Bobcats aren't done at all. They're going to keep playing until it's all the way over with. Comes from a good coaching staff.
Yes, sir. Good coaching staff, and they're just raised not to quit.
Tradition. This Viper team, 2010 is when they had their first season. Area finalists 2011, 13, 16, 17, 19. Regionals, semifinal, quarterfinalists.
It's a big run by Samuel Navarrete right up the middle of the field.
Picks up 9.
Now, I didn't notice this is in the small print. Iowa State broken stack on defense is what they say about their defense.
Yes, sir. It's kind of a hybrid of a 3-3 stack.
Okay.
With a kind of renegade safety, like a cover 1 safety who hovers in the middle of the field, but you can still run a lot of your halves and cover 4 coverages to a side. What they like to call split coverage.
Okay.
Where you can run one coverage on one side of the field and another one on the other side of the field.
Navarrete gets the call for a short gain, but it is enough for a Texas Bank first down with 7:40 to go in the ball game.
Well, Edward Best looked like he took a couple shots right there. He was slow getting up, but he's still in the game, ready to fight.
I'll be real impressed if you can tell me where the 6'2" stack monster came from. It's from the movie All the Right Moves with Tom Cruise. And they stopped him with the 6'2" stack monster and then fumbled in the end zone and lost anyway.
There you go.
The defense did their job in that movie.
I can't keep up with Hollywood now.
That was what, 80?
Yes.
81, 82?
All the Right Moves.
Man. I like
Based
that.
out of Pittsburgh, wasn't it? Pennsylvania, Steeltown?
Jonestown in Pennsylvania, outside of Pittsburgh, is where it was filmed. The Ampipe Bulldogs.
Yes, sir. Black and gold, if I remember right, even.
Oh yeah.
I was a young lad in the 80s.
It's my favorite football movie. Love Friday Night Lights. I love that one. That's my fave. Hill looks to the sideline.
I'd have to go with Rudy. I love the underdog. Always have.
Oh yeah. Here's the pass from Hill, and it's too tall, incomplete.
I think he was expecting English to keep going a little bit, put a little more air underneath it.
Third down.
Interestingly enough, they had a couple of teams from that Jonestown area, high school teams, on the anniversary of that movie, wear the uniforms of the two teams and go by the names. The Ampipe Bulldogs, Walnut Heights actually played each other in real life.
Oh, wow.
They changed the names, had some people from them. Tom Cruise didn't make it, though. And Empire
That's
got
kind of
the win.
disrespectful, isn't it, by Tom? He's got to show up for that.
He ain't got nothing going on. Hill moves up in the pocket, now throws. He's got himself a completion. Texas Bank first down in the Shirts red zone. This may be first and goal.
He does a really good job binding some time and some grass, and you are correct. That's going to be a first and goal right there.
First and goal.
All right. Bobcats with 6 minutes and counting on the first and goal.
Let's see if they can capitalize on this Shirts red zone.
3 receivers, 2 left, 1 right. Hill looking, takes a hit as he releases the ball, and it's incomplete. It's Jaden Gibson who's looking for it. Gibson's moving a little slow.
Yeah, it looks like 13, Jaden Gibson might have hit knees, because 13 broke on the ball and kind of came up on the side of him.
So Jaden is going to come out of the game right now.
They're going to go to a 2-back set with Tyree Brawley, it looks like.
Haven't seen much of Brawley. He's just a sophomore though.
He's going to be the sniffer back in this set.
All right.
Or slot, either way you want to call it.
Would be a wing if there was a tight end, Coach.
Exactly.
See, I listen.
47.
That's a sack on
says,
Hill.
No, sir, as he blows through a gap.
You don't see that too often. Sterling Emerson. Yeah. How many times has Hill been sacked this year? Just a couple of times. Once, twice?
Yeah, just a few.
You know, going into this, we said that the Vipers allow an average of 10.5 points a game, and, well, look at the score.
We're sitting at 10.
Bobcats can beat that, though. It's 3rd and 13 with 5 minutes to go. And the whistle's blow. We have a timeout.
Looks like Central's going to call a timeout.
That will leave them with 1. With the Central timeout, brought to you by Tiffany Sellers Realtor. We'll be back. You're watching Central Bobcat Football, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Back after this on Concho Sports Network.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttex.com.
Established in 1927, Shirts Landscape Companies is well rooted in the Texas soil as the nursery stock we grow and sell. Since the beginning, our knowledgeable landscape professionals have been here to keep your yard thriving, rain or shine. At Shirts, we believe in keeping our nursery stocked with quality products that flourish in the conditions.
Back at San Angelo Stadium, Bobcat football presented by First Community Federal Credit Union on 3rd and 13. Hill throws, Hill complete to the 6-yard line.
That is to Adam Robles right there.
So Adam Robles makes the catch, but it's still 4th down. Needless to say, they'll go for it.
Yeah, at this moment, you have nothing to lose.
Well, they went for it on 4th earlier, didn't get it. They have a field goal in the first half. On 4th down, they chose to just get some points on the board. 45-10 the score. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have jumped the gun there. They are not going to. Not going to go for it. Hill's going to hold. Hold is down, and the kick is up and good.
They decided to get a little more practice with their PAT team.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. So Rodriguez gets the field goal. The lights are going to go on. We celebrate field goals too. 45-13 is the score with 4 minutes to go in the contest. You are watching Central Bobcat Football presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Back after this on Concho Sports Network.
conditions we live in, we call the Concho Valley home, and you can trust us to have the answers for your project, big or small. When quality counts, you can depend on Shirts.
At Concho Bail Bonds, we have an honest, friendly, and professional staff with over 40 years of experience. We understand that if you or a loved one needs our help, you want fast and efficient service that you can trust. That's why at Concho Bail Bonds, we are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, with easy payment plans, and we accept all major credit cards. Y habla español. At Concho Bail Bonds, it is better to know us and not need us than to need us and not know us.
Back at San Angelo Stadium, Bobcat football presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Our kickoffs tonight brought to you by Shirts Landscape Company. They do some beautiful work at Shirts. So the score, 45-13. Eric Rodriguez has 2 field goals tonight for 2 attempts.
He's going to pooch that thing and let it hit at the 17, and they're going to run it back out to the 37.
This team is dangerous in all areas, very dangerous on kickoff returns. We have found out tonight.
That's Coleman again on another good return for the Vipers.
So 1st and 10 for the Vipes. Doing their best to turn San Angelo Stadium into a herpetarium.
That's a nice word.
I
could not have told you what that was.
I've been to the zoo a time or 2.
A herpetarium. See, now you become my teacher. It was herpetology, but I guess an aquarium for herpetology, huh? Herpetarium?
Yeah. For all the scary-looking snakes. Hudson Lilly has come in at quarterback. The cannon may be done for the evening. He's done a fine job.
He's done a good job. Now you protect him.
Reese Beecham. Several touchdowns tonight. And, of course, Shepard has several touchdowns. I'm sure he told the family, I'm coming to San Angelo. I'm going to play some good football. With his San Angelo roots, he even has a San Angelo mayor in the lineage.
That's Moriarty bringing down Witt. Witt's had some good runs tonight as well.
Beecham had 4 touchdowns coming into the game. On defense, Slater Smartwood got an interception. Max Ull. Good defensive players for this Viper team. And the Austin trip, how long are we looking at? 3 hours?
I would say 3.5.
A lot better than 6.5 that trip the Bobcats had to take last week.
Oh, absolutely. But this is a long trip for him.
The runner is still going. Whistles blow.
Witt on the carry again.
Witt is already down.
About 2 yards shy of the first down. It's 4th down.
So it will be 4th down.
He got away. Central got away with that one because his body never touched the ground.
Yeah,
that was a very athletic movement by him. And I don't think he was sitting on a player either.
So 4th down, the punting unit comes out onto the field with a 45-13 lead. 2 field goals and a touchdown, the only thing offensively for the Bobcats tonight.
Looks like Vandegrift's going to call a timeout here.
It's been a clean game, though. Only a few penalties, none for Central. Timeout from Tiffany Sellers, Realtor.
It has been a really clean game.
Hey, Coach, do you want to keep it here and do some scores?
Absolutely.
Since I promised an hour ago.
There's some district scores that are interesting. Tascosa right now, they're number 9 in 6A, is up on Permian 33-21. Vista Ridge, another one of those Cedar Park, Austin area schools is actually up on Abilene by 3, 19-16 right now. And one that has a lot of I think, implications. Statewide is number 21 Midland Legacy, formerly known as Lee, is up on Arlington Martin, which is the number 14 team.
Oh, really?
At 6A, 31 to 28. So
that's pretty good for them. We got to contend with them later on down the road here at San Angelo Stadium.
Yes,
Ought to be a packed house for that one.
So we got the punt off. It's a short punt, and we'll get it at the negative 30.
See if the Bobcats can get one more touchdown, a minute and a half.
Another little Southwest Conference score. Right now, Friendship just jumped over Lubbock Cooper, which is number 5, and I want to say in 5A, 14 to 13. So that's a pretty closely contested game as well.
Cristobal leads Sonora tonight, 33-14. Water Valley 54-8 over Garden City. I went out to Water Valley to a game several seasons ago. It was a lot of fun.
You know, it's a different game now that they went 6-man a lot faster, spread out. So looks like we've got all sorts of whistles as Central starts first down.
Let's see. Grape Creek leads TLC A 35-14. Roscoe Plowboys are in the area tonight in Miles. They lead 28-12. Robert Lee leads Very Best 42-22.
So that was illegal motion on the Bobcats, and they'll set back up and run an offensive play, and that looked like Brawley on the carry.
That's their first penalty of the game, isn't it?
Yes, sir, I do believe so. That's
been very clean.
We've had, what, 3 total penalties on it? 4?
Yeah.
4 total penalties, yeah. First one on the Bobcats.
It's been pretty clean for the Bobcats. They've done, quite a bit of things right. It's just several little things became big things in the outcome of the game. Bobcats lead in first downs, too.
You know, when the Bobcats are leading in first downs, but they're losing the game, that's telling you that it's all explosive plays, man.
Yes, and that's so frustrating because you almost got them and then a big play.
Yes, sir.
Sweetwater is ahead of Lakeview. Is that a final, Arlo?
So
fourth quarter, 27-5.
Tyree Brawley gets another carry to bring up second and 10, or third and 10, third and 9.
27-5 third quarter. Sweetwater leads Lakeview. 16 seconds to go on 3rd and 9. Will they get another playoff or? Yeah. Let's put that rock in the end zone. And the snap, and down at the 32-yard line. And time will expire here at San Angelo Stadium. The final score, the Vipers of Vandegrift High School 45, the San Angelo Central Bobcats 13. Austin Vandegrift wins this one 45-13 to remain undefeated at 3-0. And the Bobcats will go to 2-1. 45-13 the final. And we'll be back with the Pixelcast Media post-game show here on Concho Sports Network here in just a few minutes. Bobcats football is presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We'll be back after this on Concho Sports Network.
As San Angelo's only locally owned bank, Texas Bank loves West Texas, and we love football. Strong traditions like West Texas football have roots that run deep, much like Texas Bank. For over 57 years, Texas Bank has called San Angelo home while building a reputation as one of the most successful banks in Texas. See what we have to offer, and we think you will agree. While other banks have branches, Texas Bank has roots.
patriotic,
Innovative.
Dependable.
family values,
Faith.
Trustworthy.
Ethical.
Community-minded.
Loyalty.
Honesty.
Diverse.
Friendly. Committed.
Punctual. Customer service.
These are the values on which we built Bug Express.
Mom, we are honored to carry on your legacy.
At VGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo RO Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a
Hey football fans, I'm Elizabeth Chavez, and I want to let you know why First Community Federal Credit Union has been voted Best Credit Union for the past 23 years. Our amazing staff is here to welcome you and help you find ways to save money. First Community is the #1 auto lender in the Concho Valley. We offer free checking with amazing benefits you can't beat. First Community also offers a Visa Platinum with extra low rates on purchases for the first 12 months and on balance transfers. So be smart, bank smart with First Community Federal Credit Union.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex, 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Established in 1927, Schertz Landscape Companies is well rooted in the Texas soil as the nursery stock we grow and sell. Since the beginning, our knowledgeable landscape professionals have been here to keep your yard thriving, rain or shine. At Schertz, we believe in keeping our nursery stocked with quality products that flourish in the conditions we live in. We call the Concho Valley home, and you can trust us to have the answers for your project, big or small. When quality counts, you can depend on Schertz.
At Concho Bail Bonds, we have an honest, friendly, and professional staff with over 40 years of experience. We understand that if you or a loved one needs our help, you want fast and efficient service that you can trust. That's why at Concho Bail Bonds, we are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, with easy payment plans, and we accept all major credit cards. Y habla español. At Concho Bail Bonds, it is better to know us and not need us than to need us and not know us.
As San Angelo's only locally owned bank, Texas Bank loves West Texas, and we love football. Strong traditions like West Texas football have roots that run deep, much like Texas Bank. For over 57 years, Texas Bank has called San Angelo home while building a reputation as one of the most successful banks in Texas. See what we have to offer, and we think you will agree. While other banks have branches, Texas Bank has roots.
Patriotic.
Innovative.
Dependable.
Family values.
Faith.
Trustworthy.
Ethical.
Community-minded.
Loyalty.
Honesty.
Diverse.
Friendly. Committed.
Punctual. Customer service.
These are the values on which we built Bug Express.
Mom, we are honored to carry on your legacy.
Welcome back to San Angelo Stadium. Darren Prater here with Coach Larry Holscher. 45-13 is our final. Welcome to the Pixelcast Media post-game show. Well, 45-13, the Austin Vandegrift Vipers win it over your Central Bobcats. The Bobcats will go to 2-1. Vandegrift remains undefeated, and we can see why as they go to 3-0 and heading back to Austin with the win. But really, the Bobcats did some things right. It appeared as if they were going to get some more stops than they got.
Right.
But this team has big plays. They're explosive. I mean, when you can score from 50 yards plus right up the middle, that's very dangerous. And as expected, Beecham was a name we said a lot. He got the first score. He got, I believe, 3 touchdowns tonight.
Yes,
Ryan Shepard. He has San Angelo roots, and I'm sure his family's San Angelo Central fans, but I'm sure they were proud of him tonight. And the quarterback, Buchanan, he had a good game. They scored on the ground immediately on their first drive. They scored quickly. Central answered, but they were already down 14-0 at the time. And then we had some big mistakes. Number one, the punt. The snap was a little too high. Punter couldn't bring it under control. That gave them the ball at the 3.
Right.
That's when they got their second score, go up 14-0.
Right.
But the Bobcats made a comeback, a big run from Navarrete, a nice pass a long pass from Hill. Got the touchdown, but nothing more than that. 2 field goals was all that we had tonight. So,
and I think when you look at the stat line tonight, you're going to see that Central had a lot of offense. They had a lot of first downs, a lot of offense, and it was chewing up the clock. The difference in it is Vandegrift's ability to capitalize on some mistakes in the secondary, some mistakes in the special teams game. Some mistakes in the secondary brought up 21 really quick points. I think when you look at the stat line, Central had a whole lot more first downs than Vandegrift.
18 to Vandegrift 7.
Right, 18-7. That's a big stat, but Vandegrift is chewing up huge yardages. There you're looking at the yards. It's 367 by Vandegrift, but they all came on really explosive plays. They scored quick. And sometimes when you can score quick, you almost take the wheel out of the other team. Mm-hmm. And you kind of saw that a little bit. We come out of half, we score a touchdown, and the crowd's back in this game. We're only down by 2 possessions at that point. and then immediately they get a 65-yard running touchdown for Vandegrift, and it's almost like you could feel a little bit of the excitement deflate in the stadium. And then that, as a defense, you were just out there, and now you're out there again, and you're a little demoralized at that point.
It takes the crowd out of it as well.
And it's really hard to sit there and refocus and say, okay, this is my job. Let's do this play. Let's not worry about that. That's easy said and hard to do because they have that 65-yard run, and then we go 3 and out on offense, and the defense is right back out. And that's when they had that really big 40-yard pass completion that got them back in the red zone, and they score 2 plays later to kind of blow this game open. Once again, the offense goes out there. They have a good drive that kind of stalls out. We punt it, and that's when they get a turnover, and that's when they throw that kind of crazy. The quarterback stays on his feet, buys him some time, chunks it in the end zone for another score.
Yeah, and on that play, Buchanan was about to go down. The ball had hit the turf. His knee didn't go down, and somehow he got his balance and his composure together and completed a really long touchdown pass. And that's a heck of a play, and that's a lot of concentration from a kid.
But that's what good teams do. They exploit weaknesses, and that's why this was going to be a good game for both Central and for Vandegrift. It was going to exploit some weaknesses that Central might have known about, might not have known about. But they got it on film now. It's something that they can go back tomorrow morning, talk about, and come Monday next week start fixing. And you want to fix them now before you get in the district, because that's when the next half of the season starts.
And these are things that are fixable. Work on the punt game, the snaps, and that kind of thing. If that didn't happen, a little closer game. And as you were saying, once Navarrete scored in the second half, it's a 14-point game.
Right.
We're right back in it.
Right.
And then a long run from Shepard right up the middle kind of took the wind out of our sails a little bit.
It seemed like it turned the whole game, that long run, because it was pretty much uncontested. We were in a blitz. We had no linebackers. He went right up the middle, and the safeties were split as well, not in a cover 3 look. So he was able to hit that hole at a full run, and he was up in the secondary before the secondary really could see what was happening, and it was a big run, and it kind of broke the game open. But like I said, that's all stuff, and secondary mishaps most of the time comes from communication. So that gives these guys a chance to come back on Monday and work that, and it looked like they had some secondary guys that were new back there tonight. So all of that can be fixed.
Yeah, a couple of guys out and some new guys taking over against a real good football team. But you'd rather make those mistakes now and fix them, because down the road we're going to play some very good teams that maybe those mistakes don't happen and we get the W.
Right. Maybe it's us having those big plays and exploiting those.
There weren't many mistakes as far as big mistakes for the Vipers tonight. Penalties, Vandegrift had 3. Central only had 1 penalty.
Right. Amazingly, it was a clean game. They let them play tonight, and you kind of like that at times.
Turnovers, 1 for Central, none for the Vipers. That makes a difference, but 18 first downs for Central, 7 for Vandegrift. And like we were saying before, that means big plays when you see a stat like that.
Absolutely.
We'll have some more numbers for you, plus we'll talk to some players, possibly Coach Crane. He now goes 2-1 as the head coach of Central, and they'll get back to work tomorrow looking toward the future. Thanks for joining us. This is the Pixelcast Media Postgame Show, and Central Bobcat football is presented tonight by First Community Federal Credit Union. We'll be back right after this on Concho Sports Network. Hey, bud.
At VGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo RO Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
Welcome back to the Pixelcast Media post-game show and Central Bobcats football presented tonight by First Community Federal Credit Union. The Bobcats fall tonight 45-13 to the Vipers of Austin Vandegrift High School, so they'll head back to the Austin area with a victory. Bobcats now 2-1, as well as Coach Crane in his career as the head man of the Bobcats at 2-1. And Larry, we have a special guest with us, and you wanted to ask him some questions, so I'll let you guys take over and we'll see if we can pick the game apart a little bit. Edward Best is with us.
Absolutely. You know, Edward Best actually came up as a sophomore the first year on varsity, correct?
Yes, sir.
I thought I remembered that. As a sophomore, he comes up and he plays. Anybody that knows football, it all begins in the trenches with the offensive and defensive linemen. What's your takeaway tonight from the trenches? I mean, you were right there in the fight.
Yeah, I mean, we played really good. We just had to keep going. I mean, we couldn't get a good run game from the start, but we finally developed it and then tried passing it. It wasn't doing too well, but we kept fighting to the end because that's how you got to do it in the trenches. You can't give up.
Absolutely, you know, and one thing we know about Central is y'all's off season prepares you to fight.
Yes, sir.
You know, it prepares you to go 4 quarters. It's not a 1-2 quarter game. It's 4 quarters, and y'all did a really good job of that. I think you hit the nail on the head. Y'all had a little problem early getting some stuff going. Then y'all went to a counter.
Yes, sir.
A lot of the night, and you're the lead blocker on that counter. How was that for you?
And it's fun. It's, you know, get to run and you get to hit someone that's not expecting it. You know, like on one of the last ones, I knocked the guy's helmet off.
Right.
So it's fun. You know, get to knock somebody. So I mean, leading it too.
Hey, that's the fun of football, man.
That's what I'm saying, sir. It's just a good thing, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely. So tonight's done.
Yes, sir.
You'll watch the film tomorrow, make any adjustments, any fixes that you want to. You know you've got a great coaching staff here.
Yes, sir.
So what's your viewpoint going forward?
We just got to execute the run. I mean, like last week's game, we were running the ball. I mean, I think we dropped like maybe about 400 or 500 yards, rushing yards. This game we had about 2-something. So it's just we got to execute it. We know we can run the ball as much as we can throw it, you know.
Absolutely.
We got to just go forward with our heads high and look forward to the next week.
Absolutely. You'll fix whatever you need to fix coming off of film tomorrow, and then come Monday, it's back to work, right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, we wanted to ask you something we were talking about. You come out in the second half, first possession, Samuel gets the touchdown. You're right back in it. It's just a 14-point game. Whenever they busted that run right up the middle with Shepard, what were you guys thinking? Did it bring you down a little bit? No.
It could bring us down, but, you know, we got to keep our heads high. We can't just let that go, you know what I mean? Because if we do that, then it just makes everything worse. So we just got to keep our heads high. We got to keep going. We just got to motivate the team.
All right. We thank you for joining us. Did you have fun, though?
Yes, sir. Yes,
all
sir.
right, man. All right. We're looking forward to being with you guys all season, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. All right.
Yes,
Edward, appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Edward Best, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I'll shake your hand, bud.
Yes, sir.
Good attitude, and we expect a lot of good things from you guys coming up.
Have a good one.
We have Coach Crane is here. If you want to have a word with us, and we'll let you take off, man. Thanks, you, Edward.
Have a good one.
Coach Kevin Crane is going to join us. Now 2-1 is the head coach of the Central Bobcats. I'll give you the microphone. Of course, Coach, these are the tough times. You know, after a game, it's hard to interview a coach because I know it's tough because you guys don't want to be in this situation. But one game doesn't make a season. And let's talk about the good things that you did. I mean, you had more first downs. You had less penalties. It just seemed like big mistakes that cost the game tonight.
Yeah, we were proud of our kids. Obviously, it was not the outcome that we had hoped for or wanted, but, did some good things, some things that we can draw from and continue to improve. And, anytime you play a team that's that good and they're just going to magnify your mistakes, and so we talked to our kids all week about that. Anytime that we make a mistake, they're just going to magnify it because they're so good, and so anyway, we got to flip the script and we got to learn from this and we got to get it on film and watch it and then get ready for our next week opponent.
Absolutely. There's got to be some bright spots. What's an automatic bright spot that just jumps off of the field to you tonight?
Yeah, I think I think defensively we did a lot of good things. I mean, we kept them at bay for the most part. They hurt us with big plays. And so we got to get that fixed. We've got to be a team that keeps the ball in front of us. We got to be a team that doesn't give up those big plays. But besides the big plays, I felt like the defense played pretty good and pretty consistent. Offensively, I thought we did some good things. Pass protection was good. I thought Tyler played extremely well at first glance. Obviously, I'll have to see it on film. Thought Sam Navarrete, our back, thought he played extremely hard. And so, there's some bright spots that we're going to draw from and continue to try to improve.
Absolutely.
Well, Coach, thank you for joining us, and we know we'll be talking to you after many more games that will be victories and that you guys will learn from this, and things are still going real well for you.
All right, appreciate
despite
it.
This. Coach Kevin Crane, the head man of the Central Bobcats. We'll be back with more on the Pixelcast Media post-game show here in just a minute. Central Bobcats football presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We're back after this on Concho Sports Network.
Hey football fans, I'm Elizabeth Chavez, and I want to let you know why First Community Federal Credit Union has been voted Best Credit Union for the past 23 years. Our amazing staff is here to welcome you and help you find ways to save money. First Community is the #1 auto lender in the Concho Valley. We offer free checking with amazing benefits you can't beat. First Community also offers a Visa Platinum with extra low rates on purchases for the first 12 months and on balance transfers. So be smart, bank smart with First Community Federal Credit Union.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex, 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Established in 1927, Schertz Landscape Companies is well rooted in the Texas soil as the nursery stock we grow and sell. Since the beginning, our knowledgeable landscape professionals have been here to keep your yard thriving, rain or shine. At Schertz, we believe in keeping our nursery stocked with quality products that flourish in the conditions we live in. We call the Concho Valley home, and you can trust us to have the answers for your project, big or small. When quality counts, you can depend on Schertz.
Welcome back to San Angelo Stadium. Darren Prater and Larry Holscher here. Bobcat football presented tonight by First Community Federal Credit Union and your postgame show from Pixelcast Media. Let's take a look at some numbers here from Moneyball Mike Myers, our number guy. Central had 167 yards on the ground tonight and a touchdown on the ground, 175 yards in the air for 342 total yards. Vandegrift 121 on the ground and 3 touchdowns. Pass 246. They had 3 in the air as well. So 367 yards. The thing is, it's very close. 367 total for the Vipers and 342 total for the Bobcats tonight, and 1 turnover. Vipers didn't have one, but we just had one. So it was pretty close statistically tonight.
Yes, sir. Like we mentioned earlier, it comes down to Vandegrift finding some openings and taking advantage of them and scoring really, really quick.
Mm-hmm.
And Central grinding it out and getting some spots here and there. But a good team like Vandegrift, they're not going to give you things easy, and when you do take your shots, you got to take them.
You know, Central's played some good teams this year. I mean, it's been a real test. Didn't pass this one on the scoreboard, but there are some things to be encouraged about.
You know, and they've got some good ones coming up, but that's what you do to prepare for district play. You host and you go to good teams that are real disciplined, teams that are real athletic, because they're the ones that are going to make you better going into district. Because we've got some good teams in district with Legacy and Permian and Friendship. I mean, Odessa now I do believe is 3-0 as well after last night. I want to say they beat Coronado, and then Midland's on the rise again. So
the Little Southwest Conference is healthy these days.
Yes, they're all a lot of really, really good teams, and you go play people like Austin Vandegrift to play quality opponents to make yourself better for the district play and beyond.
Once again, a great atmosphere. The whole town comes out for Central football, and we love it. They'll be on the road next week. I'm going to take one more break. Then we're going to do our San Angelo Independent School District Best Tech Scholar Athlete of the Week as we wrap up.
Awesome.
Postgame show is brought to you by Pixelcast Media, and Bobcat football is presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We'll wrap it up after this on Concho Sports Network.
At Concho Bail Bonds, we have an honest, friendly, and professional staff with over 40 years of experience. We understand that if you or a loved one needs our help, you want fast and efficient service that you can trust. That's why at Concho Bail Bonds, we are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, with easy payment plans, and we accept all major credit cards. Y habla español. At Concho Bail Bonds, it is better to know us and not need us than to need us and not know us.
As San Angelo's only locally owned bank, Texas Bank loves West Texas, and we love football. Strong traditions like West Texas football have roots that run deep, much like Texas Bank. For over 57 years, Texas Bank has called San Angelo home while building a reputation as one of the most successful banks in Texas. See what we have to offer, and we think you will agree. While other banks have branches, Texas Bank has roots.
Patriotic.
Innovative.
Dependable.
Family values.
Faith.
Trustworthy.
Ethical.
Community-minded.
Loyalty.
Honesty.
Back at San Angelo Stadium as we wrap up the broadcast, Bobcat football presented tonight by First Community Federal Credit Union and Pixelcast Media, bringing you the post-game show tonight. I'm Darren Prater, and Larry Holscher is along. Let's talk about good kids. We know all these kids out here working and working hard and having a good attitude. Let's talk about one that really stands out this week, and that's our Scholar Athlete of the Week from Best Techs, Lady Cat Senior Varsity Volleyball middle blocker Peyton Mayberry.
Awesome.
She's led the team in kills and blocks multiple times this season. She also does a really good job of serving and playing defense. And volleyball is a hard sport. You know what happened to me the last time I played volleyball? This finger got knocked to a right angle. So I decided maybe that wasn't my sport. In addition to all her volleyball skills, she also is a key leader on and off the court. Her teammates look up to her. Coaches love her. So the coach says it's an honor to coach a kid like Peyton Mayberry. And all the amazing things she's going to accomplish in the future, the sky is the limit. Lady Cat Senior Varsity Volleyball middle blocker Peyton Mayberry. That is our San Angelo Scholar Athlete of the Week from Best Techs.
Congratulations, Peyton. Well deserved. Wonderful, wonderful young lady.
And that's going to wrap it up for us for the Pixelcast Media post-game show. Shay Harris, Chief Cook and Bottle Washer, doing everything. We appreciate it. Moneyball Mike Myers for the numbers, all of our cameramen. Arlen Ponder showed up and was a big help. He's on the camera right now, and he didn't have to be here. He's volunteering his time and we really appreciate it. It's a road trip to Tascosa next week, Coach.
Yes, sir. They got it. You know, there's no rest for the weary, man. Now it's Tascosa coming up, and they're going to be a really good football team. They just got through beating Permian 41-20 tonight.
Whoa! I did not know that they beat them that much. Goodness. Well, turn out the lights. Party's over for this week. We had a great time. Thanks to everybody that joined us. Again, 45-13, the Bobcats fall to Austin Vandegrift tonight. They will be on the road next week. Don't forget to catch Wall Hawks and Lakeview Chiefs also on Concho Sports Network. We have all the home games for all the 3 teams. For Larry Holscher and everybody that was part of this one, again, it was a pleasure, Coach.
Yes, sir. It's always good to work with you.
Until next time, I'm Darren Prater for Concho Sports Network. Have a great weekend. Good night, everybody.
Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network is brought to you by the following. Thank you for watching this exclusive production of Concho Sports Network.